not like a Arabian day. Ladies and gentlemen, September the 13th, Canelo Alvarez is doomed. Canelo Alvarez thinks he's going to beat my friend Crawford. We're going to run the shit out of him. We're going to teach that Mexican man a lesson. Here's no king. I'm the king. I don't respect no man that call himself the king. I am the king. And my friend Brother Crawford, we're going to rob him. I'm going to make sure that Brother Crawford is going to be in hands with the best undetected PEDs from my friend, De Pablo Escobar PED, Mr. Conte. The same man that works with Devin Haney, Kalen Plant, everybody. But this time we will create the best undetected PED known to the man. And we would rob, we would strip, we would teach Canelo Alvarez a lesson. There is only one king, and it is me. I'm just using Burt Crawford as my little puppet. Ladies and gentlemen, you already know this is Punch Roll Boxing, aka Mr. Moonshine himself, aka El Adobo, aka El Sazón, aka El Borracho, aka Café Bustelo, aka El Pastor de Boxeo. Ladies and gentlemen, it seems kind of weird, y'all. It seems kind of weird, not weird, but weird. You understand what I'm trying to say? The way that Turki Alalshikh, aka Aladdin, is pushing Bud Crawford onto Canelo Alvarez. And he's willing to do anything and everything to make sure that that fight comes through fruition safe and sound. To the point is that he'd rather have Canelo Alvarez fight an interim fight versus William Scull. We don't know you, but we don't even know who the hell is William Scull. Ladies and gentlemen, look, hey, you could Google all you want. Hey, yo, put it this way. I think more people seen Al Heyman more than watch a William Scull fight. Yep, I think that people have watched and seen Al Heyman more than William Scull. William Scull on Twitter got like 262 followers. My grandmother got more followers than William Scull on Twitter, and she didn't even know it. She didn't even know what the hell is X formerly known as Twitter. She didn't even know who's Elon Musk. 90 plus years old, my grandmother got more followers than William Scull on Twitter. And for me, it's kind of weird, y'all. Look. At the end of the day, a lot of people look. I'm gonna say it like this. I feel like the fix is in. This is just my opinion. Just my opinion. I mean, if you think otherwise, that's on you. I understand, but it's a couple of things I understand that is always gonna come to suspicions, right? And this is undebatable. I don't believe that nobody could debate this, whether you are a hater of Canelo Alvarez, whether you're a supporter of Bud Crawford, supporter of Canelo Alvarez, supporter of the excellency, supporter of Rehab season, supporter, whatever you want to support in the sport of boxing. But there's two things that we know for sure. There's two things that will always have suspicious in the sport of boxing. Lion, dímelo, mi hermano. Shout out to the members, the members, the members, the members, the members. Box Latino TV in the building. Dímelo, mi hermano. Que lo que lo que lo que. Que lo que, mi hermano, que lo que. Shout out to the members, the members. If you haven't become a member to the channel, you already know, man. The pin is right there. Join and become a member of the Punch Run Boxing. Support the channel, support the movement. Because we're going to have fun for the next 8 months. We're going to have fun for the 8 months. And I know there's going to be people out there, even some certain media folks was like, yo, Punch, why are you saying that? Yo, Punch, why are you saying this? Why are you doing this? Why are you going all out? I mean, I respect you, Punch Run. You a crazy mother effer, but why you know that you ain't never going to get no media credentials from Aladdin. I said, I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn. I got to keep it real. I always been keeping it real since day one with the people. I keep it real, my friends. A mí no me importa de ese hombre con la chancleta, con el hombre con la bata. I don't give a damn about that dude with the grandmother garment. I'm not gonna say that I don't give a damn about the guy, but I'm gonna treat him just like we treat other promoters. We're gonna praise them and we're gonna hold them accountable. We're gonna praise them, but give them constructive criticism. We're going to ask for the fight that we want, and if we don't get it, guess what? Guess what they get? Flamed, smoked by the boxing community. Because this is what it is. it's becoming so consistent and it's becoming so trending in the sport of boxing that us, the boxing fans, we come last. That's an issue. It's become so consistent, so trending. And these dudes, these power entities, they just got a straight face. When we ask Mayweather Promotions, when is Gervonta Tan Davis going to fight this fighter and that fighter? What they say? Hey, Gervonta Tan Davis is not gonna fight anybody outside of Mayweather Promotions. You guys don't know the business. You guys don't know the business. Leonard Ellaby, right? Shout out to Leonard Ellaby and Mayweather Promotion. But what? They be like, man, you guys don't know the business. If it doesn't make sense, doesn't make sense. If we ask Eddie Hearn will blame it on somebody else that the fight ain't coming through fruition. We ask Ben Shalom will blame it on Eddie Hearn. If we ask Frank Warren will blame it on Eddie will blame it on Frank Warren. Bob Arum will blame it on Al Heyman. Al Heyman don't talk, but his people will blame it on somebody else. Every time the fans ask for a fight, you know what they do? They turn around and look at us like we dumb. Like we don't know what we want to pay for. Like we don't know what we want to see. In the end of the day, we know everybody in the world, everybody in sports industry, the boxing fans, the combat fans, whether you from the UFC, MMA world, from the boxing world, that the primary fight that we all want to see Canelo Alvarez fighting is David Benavidez. You could be a hater of Canelo Alvarez or you could be a supporter of Canelo Alvarez. But if you are a fight fan, because as a fan, the fight fan tag comes first. Because we understand, whether we like it or not, but let's not be naive. Fighters come and go. Mike Tyson is my favorite fighter when he's retired. Roy Jones Jr. was my favorite fighter. He retired. Shout out to Oscar De La Hoya, was one of my favorite fighters. He retired. Love watching Julio Cesar Chavez. He retired. There were some people that was fans of Earl of True Spence, never got back in the ring after the ass whooping that Terrence Buck Crawford gave him. People was a fan of Deontay Wilder. Deontay Wilder's a shell of himself. People out there in Pakistan and from the UK was a fan of Amir Khan. Amir Khan retired. Ladies and gentlemen, fighters come and go. But the fight fan in us always going to stay to the day that we die, right? To the day that we die. We like Canelo Alvarez right now. Canelo Alvarez is going to retire probably in 2, 3 years. And then there's going to be you know, another fighter that we're going to like and support. But you know who usually doesn't really come and go like that? The Bob Arums of the world. Matchroom Boxing, Barry Hearn, and Eddie Hearn. Al Heyman is still, PBC is still here. Golden Boy Promotion is still here. These people are highly responsible and accountable for where boxing is heading, the type of culture that boxing has in place. So people here, at the end of the day, every time a new person with money, we support. Every time a new money that rolls the dices, that has the bank, the ATM of the sport of boxing, we support. When Eddie Hearn started doing this thing in America, we supported Eddie Hearn. He was throwing money like crazy, giving fighters a bunch of $3 million minimums from Demetrius Andre, from Devin Haney. He was throwing money out there. As a matter of fact, even Al Heyman told his couple of fighters, "Hey yo, go out there to the zone." He told Mikey Garcia, go out there and beat Jesse Vargas for $7 million. Eddie Hearn was throwing the money at American fighters, and we supported Eddie Hearn, especially when they came out with the zone, and then the zone, we all subscribed to it. We started watching Canelo Alvarez for $10 a month. You remember? You remember? We started watching Canelo Alvarez for $10 a month. Matter of fact, we started watching AJ and Canelo Alvarez for $10 a month. You remember when the zone subscription used to be $100 a year? See, the zone, $100 a year, $10 a month, 120. You understand? If you get the whole year, it's $100. If you buy for the month, $10 equals to, that's when people was actually looking at the pay-per-view model of PBC, be like, man, come on, man, we paying $10 a month for Canelo Alvarez. Why the hell we gonna be paying pay-per-view with PBC? And that's when really people really started ganging on the PBC and holding the PBC accountable for the pay-per-view model. But before that, y'all know that PBC was actually giving free TV, right? NBC, Keith Thurman versus Danny Swift Garcia, right? Channel 2, CBS, prime time. Remember that? NBC, PBC. Remember that? Free TV. Remember that? You remember when Keith Thurman fought Luis Collazo on ESPN? Remember that? And then they went with the pay-per-view model, and that's when people really got. But they still was having FS1, still Fox, right? Fox pay-per-view, but Fox. Yeah, at the end of the day, we smoked. As a collective unit in the boxing world, there was more people mad at PBC than anything else. And then everybody was subscribing to the zone. And then what happened? The ESPN started doing ESPN Plus, and then Top Rank started charging us $10 a month. And then we got mad at the zone because the zone started hiking their prices. But then what they did, they actually implemented pay-per-view when Eddie Hearn and everybody was saying that this is free streaming. There is no more pay-per-view, blah, 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 blah. We got frustrated with everybody in the sport of boxing. We was asking for fights that we didn't feel like it came through fruition at the time frame that we wanted it to come through fruition. Everybody was excited about Al Heyman in the beginning. Everybody was excited about Eddie Hearn when he took over in the beginning. And now everybody excited of Turki Alalshikh because he's the new guy with the money, the new guys with the funds. And he gave us a couple of shows and we was like, wow, wow. Hey, let me tell you like this, man. Everybody been on that dude's under his garment. So many people been under his garment, chupando Turki Alalshikh to the point that they put already Turki Alalshikh in the Las Vegas Hall of Fame. He only had one show in America. He's already in the Las Vegas Hall of Fame. That's how much we was desperate for somebody like a Turki Alalshikh, so to say. But ladies and gentlemen, he's doing nothing different than what we already seen. He's doing nothing different than what we already seen in the sport of boxing. We seen lucrative fight in the sport of boxing. We did get Bud Crawford versus Earl Spence. We did get Canelo Alvarez versus Caleb Plant for him to become undisputed. We did get Mayweather versus Manny Pacquiao. We did get Deontay Wilder versus Tyson Fury, that he was still the lineal heavyweight champion, and then we degraded because we said Deontay Wilder is cherry picking Tyson Fury after his second fight. Yeah, right. We did get Sean Porter versus Spence, Sean Porter versus Sturman, Sean Porter versus Ugas, Sean Porter versus Danny, Danny versus Sturman, Danny versus Spence, especially after this car accident. We did get free fights. Even when people was like, hey, yo, man, Charlo need a fight to fight. Well, Charlo did fight Sergey Derevchenko. Pay-per-view, co-pay-per-view with his brother that became a unified champion when he made Jason Rosario catch the Holy Ghost with a jab to the solo plex. Remember that? Got some good fights. Top Rank gave us Teofimo Lopez versus Vasily Lomachenko. Miguel um, versus Oscar Valdez. Miguel Berchelt versus Oscar Valdez. We got that fight. We got Oscar Valdez versus Shakur Stevenson. We got that fight. We got some good fights. We got Jose Ramirez versus Josh Taylor. We got that fight. Ladies and gentlemen, give me 1 second. 1 second. Give me 1 second. Canelo, come on. I thought you was King Nello. How you gonna let Turkey out? So yeah, give me 1 second, y'all. Shout out to everybody in the chat. What's good? What's good? What's good, my brother? What's good? What's good? What up, Punch? But robbery won't be possible if Canelo dominates him, and he should. It will have to be blatant robbery. We're gonna be talking about that. We're gonna be talking more about that. because I see something that I know y'all see too. I know y'all see something. I know y'all see what I see. But some people may not want to admit it because at the end of the day, what we do in the sport of boxing, that we see something that's going foul and we sweep it under the rug. Even when it does happen, we just move on to the next fight. We move on to the next fight, right? Ladies and gentlemen, the two things in the sport of boxing that we cannot debate, whether you like it or not, whether people hear it or not. Two things in the sport of boxing that we cannot debate, that we can have suspicions anytime we want to the test of time, to the end of time, is that boxing is the most corrupted sports in the history of all sports. Boxing is highly documented as being highly corrupted. Boxing is the only the only major sport that is not governed. Boxing is the only sport that you could come from the street with money, get a fighter in, and you win, and you. This is where you wash your money. Boxing is a gangster's playground, ladies and gentlemen. Boxing is a gangster's playground. So if somebody says, you know what, man, I got suspicions that something is gonna go wrong, you can't be mad at them. The only way that people can be mad at you is by saying, Dan, come on, man, you killing the vibe, you killing the vibe. Yeah, at the end of the day, that's one thing that's a suspicious that I could have anytime and everybody could have anytime. So when I say that I think that this is gonna be a robbery, I could think that. I have suspicions of that. Maybe the percentage of what I think, maybe it could be 15%, 30%, 50%. Yeah, at the end of the day, you cannot debate me that boxing is one of the most corrupted sports in the history of all sports. Another thing, another thing that you can't deny. What's good, Hunter of the Hunt? What's good, brother? Another thing that you can't deny and can't argue is that the Pablo Escobar of PEDs, the founder of Fucko, and the founder of Snackety Snack Snack, is the biggest cheater in the history, the biggest PED distributor, the biggest undetected PED, the dirtiest dude ever in sports history, is working with Terrence Bud Crawford. And that man, the Pablo Escobar of PEDs, will always have people suspecting of him, and anybody is affiliated with him. Anybody that's affiliated with him will always be a suspect. Give me 1 second, folks. Think about that. Boxing in the building, Ricky in the building, politically incorrect. Smash that like button, ladies and gentlemen. Smash it like you was smashing your shorty, baby. Shout out to the Eagles. Shout out to the Phillies. Shout out to the Eagles. You know what I'm saying? People was like, hey, yo, Punch, but why you don't be got having your Kansas City hat right now? Where's your Kansas City? Man, I bought that Kansas City hat because I was trying to match my shirt. I was out there in Dallas, Texas, when Jake Paul was fighting Mike Tyson, and I was trying to match my shirt, the white shirt with the red. And there was no other cap out there in Dallas, Texas. And I seen a Kansas City cap, so I bought it. Don't you hate when you're wearing a cap and you just wear it because it's for the outfit, and then you walk into a bar or something like that to be like, look at you, man. You really Kansas City? I'm like, yo, my man. Nah, it's just a hat. And they look at me like a Kansas City, like, yo, y'all gonna lose. Yo, some bartender. Hey, I went to the bar the other day, man. I had the Kansas City hat, and the bartender, the chick, was an Eagles fan. She had everything Eagles. She said, and she gave me the middle finger, like, F you. I'm like, yo, what the? Do I know you from somewhere? Did I fuck you years ago or something like that? I didn't know who you are. She like, that hat. And she tried to take my hat. And she took my hat off, and she like, and I'm like, F the Kansas City. And what? I'm like, I don't care. like, like, I don't care. It's just a hat. I'm just trying to match up. But anyway, back to boxing. Back to boxing. Nobody could tell me I can't be I can't have suspicions over the Pablo Escobar of PEDs. It's weird. It's weird the way that Aladdin is pushing Bud Crawford. Because I even listened to the interview again. I've listened to this interview like like 3 times. I've interviewed when it came out on Friday. I interviewed when I was driving. I interviewed when I was driving, and then I interviewed it. I watched it again to do that little short video that I did earlier on. And I said, this guy. When I see people on Twitter on the comment section say, "Oh, see, it's Turkey's money that got Canelo Alvarez." In all actuality, didn't you hear what he said in that interview with Mike Coppinger, ESPN? He said that he couldn't match the offer. He said he had a large offer, Canelo Alvarez. He said, and to be honest, I couldn't match it. So that tells me right there that Netflix, most valuable promotions, and Jake Paul offer Canelo Alvarez the biggest bag of his career. Do you understand that, folks? Turki Alalshikh, the unlimited money. Oh, it's money, my friend. This is the money. I ain't the money. Remember, this guy has the bag, the biggest bag that boxing has ever seen. The type of bag that has Bob Arum, Oscar De La Hoya, Eddie Hearn all together coexisting. The enemies coexisting. This man got the biggest bag that he told Bill Haney, drop the lawsuit right now. Drop it. Stop acting like a little bit. You're in Devon. Stop acting like a little bit and drop the lawsuit, or you're not gonna have Ryan Garcia. He got so much money that he put Devin Haney as the co-main event to Ryan Garcia this upcoming May. I'm not lying. Am I lying, folks? Ladies and gentlemen, damn it, if I'm lying, I'm flying. Am I lying? Go listen to the interview again with my competitor today. He said that he couldn't match the offer. I'll be honest with you. I cannot match. I couldn't match the offer. Have we ever heard Turki Alalshikh say I couldn't? Now look, I know, folks, that some of you, half of you, maybe most of you, don't like Jake Paul. I can understand in the beginning with Jake Paul, it was like, damn, this is a circus. He a clown. What the hell is happening right now in the sport of boxing? But let's not forget that we opened the door for Jake Paul. Let's not forget that Jake Paul, as a matter of fact, Logan Paul and KSI, these guys, Billy Joe Saunders, Devin Haney, was in the undercard of that card. See, Eddie Hearn opened the doors for these guys, right? The zone opened the doors. And more events go by, and Jake Paul, as we all know, just started boxing, right? Several years ago. He keeps fighting, and people will say, yo, but Jake Paul need to fight a real boxer, right? Why do people say that, damn, Jake Paul need to fight a real boxer? It's because you want a real boxer to beat the crap out of Jake Paul so the circus could leave boxing. Am I right or wrong? That was the energy, right? Right or wrong? That was the energy. Come on. Come on, people in the chat. Come on, say your punch. True. Yeah, facts. True punch. Yes. That people wanted Jake Paul to step inside with the real boxers because we wanted a boxer to put respect on boxing and take this clown out of the sport of boxing, quote unquote clown. Am I right or wrong? I'm looking at the chat right now. Am I right or wrong? This is why people were saying, yo, but Jake Paul need to fight a real boxer and shit like that. Fight a real boxer. You got these UFC guys. Fight a real boxer. Fight a real boxer. Right? La Mexi said facts. Blue Day says true. Right? So peep this, peep this. There's people out there that are now saying, yeah, Canelo Alvarez ain't gonna be fighting Jake Paul. That's not boxing. That's not boxing. Forget about that clown. That's not boxing. But we all know. I know it. I know it. I could put all of you in a lie detectors test. I could put each and every boxing fan on liar detectors test and say, do you rather watch William Skull versus Canelo or Jake Paul versus Canelo? And if you say, yeah, I'd rather watch Canelo Alvarez versus William Skull, you all will be in Maury. You are not the father. You're lying. All of you are lying. We never asked for that fight ever. A matter of fact, the haters of Canelo Alvarez and even the supporters of Canelo Alvarez was okay for Canelo Alvarez to drop his belt so he wouldn't even have to face William Skull. We was okay with Edgar Berlanga. We would rather have Edgar Berlanga versus Canelo Alvarez and make and Canelo Alvarez drop the undisputed tag than to fight somebody that we all don't know. Even we was Googling like crazy. We was YouTubing like crazy. William Skull highlights. William Skull fight. William Skull last fight. William Skull. Let's be real, let's be honest, folks. Y'all don't gotta lie to me. I'm not lying to y'all. I'm a hardcore boxing fan. Do you know what hardcore? Look, I'm gonna tell you like this, ladies and gentlemen. Man, you could tell the people that loves me, that are with me, my friends and my family. Tell them, hey yo, what type of fan Punch is? I can tell you, my grandmother will tell you. 11 years old, watching a bunch of fights. I got them on VHS. Used to watch it every time, every afternoon, every morning and stuff like that. Study, film study. Since 11 years old, I've been doing film study. I watch boxing all day. All day. Old flicks, 1950s, 1960s, 1970s, 1980s, 1990s, the 2000s. I watch them all. I'm like, my brain is so boxing, 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 boxing that it's crazy that sometimes I need a break. That, yo, you need a break. I never watched William Skull. I don't know who this man is. And everybody else don't know who he is. The hardcores of the hardcores don't know and never seen this man. And finally, when you did see this guy, when you saw the highlights or you saw the last fight, you're like, my goodness. As a matter of fact, that was a fight that you was like, none of these dudes should be having the belt. It should be a draw so none of them can have the belt, let alone William Skull fight Canelo Alvarez. In that interview with Aladdin, that Aladdin had with Mike Coppinger, ESPN, he told us the 3-fight deal that Canelo Alvarez had with him. Peep this, peep this. Peep it how a hater is. Because Aladdin is a pure hater. Aladdin is the type to, okay, I'm gonna give you an example of what Aladdin did to Canelo Alvarez, Jake Paul, and all that stuff. Aladdin is the type to snatch a chick that she see that she's probably gonna be in a relationship and gonna have a family with this dude. I'm gonna give you an example. I'm gonna give you an example. Y'all let me know if it's a good example or if y'all don't understand. I don't know, because I don't know if y'all know relationships. I don't know. He's the type that he see a chick, he just wanna F her. But this chick is in a relationship and she could have a future with this guy that she's with that's taking her serious, that's wanna give her a family, wanna give her a home, wanna become one with her, right? And this guy and Turkey would snatch her to disrupt. You know that time would be like, yo, it's almost like saying, if I can't have you, nobody can. But you're not gonna do right by that girl. You remember when you was young? Like you just dating a lot of chicks and you like this chick and she know that she about to, if you're not with her, she gonna date somebody else, but you want some ego trip shit, like nah, nah, nah. If you gonna be with me. But you know you ain't gonna treat her right. You know you ain't gonna treat her right. You know you got other shorties and stuff like that, but you just don't want this shorty to get with this other dude. And you know that if she F's another dude, if she got a pee put in her, you will never want to do nothing with her. Because she already that dude from the hood, that dude in school already did something with her. So now you look at her like nasty, like nah, I ain't gonna do nothing with her no more. I told her not to do shit. Nah, 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 I ain't gonna do nothing with you, man. Nah, nah, nah. You look at her different because she effed this dude. That's how Turkey Alalshikh was moving with Canelo Alvarez. Because Canelo Alvarez in the interview said, um, I'm sorry, not Canelo Alvarez. Aladdin in the interview said that they had a 3-fight deal, and the first fight with Canelo Alvarez was going to be in September with Terrence Bud Crawford, and then in February 2026, one fight in Rehab season, and the other fight, and in October or September, October, another fight in Rehab season, right? He didn't have a contract or a fight or an event with Turkey Al Sheikh for this May. Remember in the interview, he said that Canelo Alvarez presented me with a fight and I wanted to be a part of it. And I told him, Canelo, you're a very certain man. Your legacy is not good for your legacy. You could do this a long time. You could do it after 30 years old. You could do this. Right? He didn't have a plan with Canelo Alvarez. So Canelo Alvarez, it was free to make a fight Cinco de Mayo for his people. And this is why I've been saying for the last couple of days that Canelo Alvarez actually did about face to the Mexican people, to his Canelo Alvarez fans. The date, how somebody just gonna take you from your date? This was the same guy, Canelo Alvarez. This was the same guy that in Mexican Independence Week, he tried to sabotage your event with the UFC while you was fighting Edgar Berlanga. The same dude that tried to sabotage your fight on Mexican Independence Week 2024. Now it's effing up Cinco de Mayo, your date. He don't give a damn about your fans. He don't give a damn about your peoples. He don't give a damn. He's gonna take you to Rehab season. Just because he don't want Jake Paul and Netflix to have that deal. You don't see that indirect shot that he took to Netflix? Maybe he don't like the owners of Netflix. You didn't see you didn't hear the indirect shot. I know a lot of you that watched the interview. I see because I'm like a person that I my comprehension, especially when people talk in the sport of boxing, is like I zone in. He said, why Jake Paul don't fight Mr. Beast? And they do it in YouTube, they do something in Disney. He tried to throw a shot at Netflix by saying they should do it in Disney. You get it? He said Mr. Beast. He said Mr. Beast. What's good, Josh? Smash that like button, ladies and gentlemen. What's good, man? We talking real shit right here. We talking real ish. The fix is in. Canelo Alvarez will get robbed in September. The fix is in, and I'm explaining to you, but I'm giving you details on why I believe or how I believe. Is my opinion. Can I have my opinion? Can I have my opinion? Because I know when we look at other fights that's gonna come to fruition, we have that same thing. Hey yo, this guy's gonna get robbed. Hey yo, if this guy go fight this guy in this country, he gonna get robbed. So why I'm so please don't come to my channel or don't be in the chat and be like, nah, punch drunk boxing. He's just saying this because of this. No, 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 no. We do this in almost a lot of fights that we see. Damn, something is gonna be fishy. Something's gonna be wrong, right? It's almost like when Devin Haney went to Australia, right? And people were saying, yo, he might get robbed out there. He shouldn't go. People was telling Bill Haney, don't go out there. His supporters, Devin Haney's and Bill Haney's supporters in the YTBC was telling Bill Haney, don't let Devin Haney go to Australia. He's going to get robbed. Am I right or wrong? Wow, bro, you making some wild accusation. Bless you, brother. Accusations. Accusations. This is the sport of boxing, folks. Come on. These accusations ain't even accusations. These are normal thoughts in the sport of boxing. When we watch a fight, we be like, okay, underdog or favorite, or he's gonna get robbed. Come on. Come on. When you was thinking about Devin Haney and Lomachenko, y'all was thinking Devin Haney's gonna get robbed? After the fight, did y'all feel like Lomachenko got robbed? This is the way that the boxing world thinks. This is not a accusation. This is not wild. This is normal thinking in boxing. Or because I'm saying that Canelo Alvarez, look, there's other people that feel like that Canelo Alvarez may rob his opponents or his team may rob. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, do you think that Triple G and Canelo Alvarez, the first fight was a robbery? Yes or no? Is that why accusations? Was the second fight a robbery? Was the second fight or first fight was conspiracy? Did Tyson Fury feel like he got robbed versus Alexander Usyk? Did Daniel Dubois body shot? Did he win that fight? Was it a conspiracy? Did they want Usyk to win? Come on, what we talking about right here, folks? Sometimes we even think that fighters be taking dives. Oh, he's gonna take a dive. Oh, he's gonna take a dive. Right? People thought that Josh Taylor versus Jack Catterall was a robbery, right? So why when I'm talking about robbery, it's like, oh my God, punch, stop it. Come on, man. We do this in almost every other fight. Every other fight. We give that whether the percentage is of our suspicious, whether it's 1%, whether it's 5%, because the nature of the sport that we've seen for so many years, we are numbed by robberies, conspiracies. We're numbed by it. We see it almost every other fight. We're numbed by robberies. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, do you believe that George Camboso versus Maxie Hugh was a robbery? Come on, y'all. Don't act like I'm talking like I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Now maybe y'all don't like it. Maybe some of y'all don't like it because y'all Bud fan. Y'all believe that his skills will outweigh the skills of Canelo Alvarez, and he'll do the incredible things and beat Canelo Alvarez in September. That's what you believe. That's what you could think that. I believe that Bud Crawford is gonna win a couple of rounds in that fight. But technically wise, if I believe that nothing is gonna come into play, and there's not gonna be no conspiracy, no robbery, and everything is gonna be fair play, level thing right down the middle. I believe that Canelo Alvarez will put Bud Crawford in the hospital. I think that Canelo Alvarez will make Bud Crawford eat from a straw. If Bud Crawford actually commits in a way that y'all think that he will commit because he's not quote unquote Jamel Charlo. That's what I believe. But let's talk boxing. This is the unfortunate part in the sport of boxing that we could talk about wins, loss, and the potential robbery because of the nature of the sport. Oh yeah, well, am I right? Let me know in the chat. Am I logical to look at boxing this way? Tell me in the chat. Let me know for real, whether you support the channel, whether you support Punch Run Boxing, if you think I'm crazy, if you think I'm smart, whatever. Is it logical to me to break down a boxing fight? Win, lose, or robbery? Hmm? Is it logical in this sport? Or are you gonna be like, no, Punch, there's no such thing as robbery. No. Trust me, nobody's gonna rob Canelo Alvarez and nobody's gonna rob Bud Crawford. That's how you really think. Since I said it's very logical. Exactly. So we're gonna have content that's going to say that Canelo Alvarez and how Canelo Alvarez is gonna beat Bud Crawford. And there's gonna be content out there that's gonna be like, well, this is the way that Bud Crawford could beat Canelo Alvarez. And then there's gonna be content like this one right now that's going to that's gonna break down why a Canelo will be robbed. Or maybe could flip it around and say, maybe how Bud could be robbed, but it doesn't make sense. I don't think that's a content for me, in my opinion. I don't think so. Put it this way, folks. Turkey Alalshikh is pushing this fight while sabotaging another one. We all know boxing. Everybody in the chat right now, we're hardcore boxing fans. I know that. I sense that. Some of us will probably be more educated than others. But I think that if you right now in the chat right now, listening to a hardcore boxing channel, I believe that you are a hardcore boxing fan. If you go to another hardcore boxing channel and listen to them, you're a hardcore boxing fan. We know boxing. We know boxing. We see that Turkey Alalshikh is pushing this fight onto Canelo Alvarez. We know the timeline of this. We've seen guys ask Bud Crawford in the past about this fight, and he was like, basically, Canelo Alvarez campaigns at 168 and 175. I'm only at 147. That fight would never happen. Bud Crawford was looking at interviewers like they were crazy for asking him this fight. Canelo Alvarez was looking at interviewers like they was crazy asking him for this fight, especially after the Jamel Charlo fight. He's like, I would not get credit fighting Bud Crawford. He's smarter than Jamel Charlo. And then after the fight that Bud Crawford had with Madrimov, even Turkey Alalshikh didn't even want to talk about Canelo Alvarez versus Bud Crawford. As a matter of fact, after the fight with Bud Crawford, he mentioned Virgil Ortiz versus Bud Crawford because he knew in his mind, he knew just like every other boxing fan, that if Bud Crawford just moved up to the 154-pound division, how the hell is he going to move up two more weight classes to fight not only just another 168-pounder, but fighting the king, the man, the legend, the living legend, the guy that's wrecking everybody at 168. What makes you think that a Bud Crawford after the Madrimov fight, who has a 10-0 record, never beat anybody in the professional level, at the level that Bud Crawford was in, at the level that Bud Crawford is they give him the tag as the pound for pound, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you can flip it around. We not stupid. Rap Star Boxing Out is the voice of the UK, London. Look at Turkey, look at Aladdin's eyes. Look at his eyes, look at the screen, folks. He just have some tricks behind those eyes, my friends. He just have a trick under his sleeves, my friend. Even Turkey Alalshikh is saving Bud Crawford. Now think about this, folks. We're all boxing fans. Do you think that it's smart for Terrence Bud Crawford if he wants to win? Because see, it's good for him to secure the bag. That's why they're not putting him to fight. Because we all saw what happened versus Madrimov. Why Turkey Alalshikh doesn't want Bud Crawford to get in the ring before Canelo Alvarez? Why all of a sudden Turkey Alalshikh is promoting VADA? In the last several weeks, Aladdin is promoting VADA. Terrence Bud Crawford is now willing to get in the ring to fight somebody that's going to tune him up for Canelo Alvarez. Now, is that a sign of a team and a fighter that truly wants to beat Canelo Alvarez, win the Canelo Alvarez fight? Or that's a guy that's saving himself to get to the fight to cash in on his biggest payday? Let's be real boxing fans here. Some people saying, yo, it's smart, yo, don't fuck up the bag, yo. Don't F up the bag. So guess what? If that's, I'm gonna say you right now, if anybody in the chat going to say that's a smart move, save the bag, save the bag. So Ryan Garcia should not fight Rolly Romero and Devin Haney should not fight Jose Ramirez. If we want to see a fight that nobody should fight, an in-between fight to F up the bag. How about that? If that's the energy. If that's the energy. If Gervonta Tank Davis says, I want to fight Shakur Stevenson next, then Shakur Stevenson should not fight Kid Austin. If Gervonta Tank Davis says, I'm going to fight Devin Haney next, then Devin Haney should not fight Jose Ramirez. Then nobody should fight anybody until we get the fight, the biggest bag that they could get. right? Why is Terrence Bud Crawford not getting in the ring because that performance with Madrimov looked like a shell of himself, looked like an ordinary fighter. Don't you think it would be smart for him to get back in the ring? You telling me that Terrence Bud Crawford is going to take another year off to move to the 168-pound division and face Canelo Alvarez, while Canelo Alvarez is going to get back in the ring, is going to be more. In the last 5 years, ladies and gentlemen, Canelo Alvarez has been in the ring 10 times. Bud Crawford been in the ring 5 times. Put it this way, it's going to be 11 times once he get in the ring with William Scull. Dímelo Cosmic said, Punch, you talking about um, Thanos. You got some strong Avengers with you. Dímelo, mi hermano. Good looking out, man. Good looking out, man. Yo, join my brother, Cosmic Mindful Sage. You know what I'm saying? And become a member to the channel. Pay attention, folks. Pay attention. They asked Aladdin in the interview yesterday, Aladdin, Aladdin. They asked him, what fight is bigger, the David Benavidez fight versus Canelo Alvarez or Terrence Crawford? He said, this is different. Benavidez is great, but Terrence Crawford is a legend, is a three-division world champion. This is a different, this is the biggest fight. No, it's not. No, it's not. Aladdin, you fool. It's not the biggest fight. It's not even the most lucrative fight. See, the most lucrative event is the fight that half of the people are happy that's not taking place. The most lucrative event that could happen in 2025, it is Canelo Alvarez versus Jake Paul. The biggest fight for the sport of boxing is Canelo Alvarez versus David Benavidez. That's the biggest fight. Whether you like Jake Paul or not. And let me give you let me give you another thing why I believe that Jake Paul versus Canelo Alvarez should have happened. Do you know why I think that fight should have happened as a boxing fan? Because people say, no, he's a boxing fan. He's a clown of the circus. Give me 1 second, folks. Damn, what I was at. The reason why, if people are mad that Jake Paul, y'all think that he's a circus, y'all think he's a clown. There was a lot of people out there that was mad at Jake Paul for fighting Mike Tyson, Iron Mike Tyson. Felt that he was tampering with Mike Tyson's legacy, tampering with the sport of boxing. A lot of people wanted Jake Paul to fight a boxer, to bring some respect to the sport of boxing, and especially Mike Tyson's legacy, right? Con los dos pesos, dímelo, Punch. We need Turkey's voice for a couple minutes straight. I got you. I got looking out with a $2 super chat. I got you. I got you. Let me get this one off. Good looking out, brother. If you're a real boxing fan and you mad at Jake Paul for being in the sport of boxing, if you're a real Mike Tyson fan, a boxing fan that feel like he was tampering with the sport of boxing and tampering with one of the greatest legacy known to man, why wouldn't you want to say, yo, Canelo Alvarez in his prime, whoop this man's behind and take him out of the sport of boxing? Don't you think that would have been a better situation? Because think about it. That right there would do something for the sport of boxing. And I'm just saying for the people that feel like, oh, Jake Paul should not be in the sport of boxing. Jake Paul should not be in the sport of boxing. Hold on. Give me a sec. Why wouldn't you say, you know what? Canelo Alvarez fight Jake Paul in Cinco de Mayo in front of the whole world on Netflix, free TV, not free TV, but you understand. In the biggest event of 2025, bring respect to the sport of boxing and beat Jake Paul. Because Canelo Alvarez had nothing to do in May. Think about it. Look, he's fighting William Skull. And think about what Canelo Alvarez beating Jake Paul in that event in the stadium will do for the fight with Bud Crawford and Canelo Alvarez. It will actually make it bigger. Will actually make it bigger. As a matter of fact, I believe that Canelo Alvarez fighting Jake Paul was great for the sport of boxing if you believe that Jake Paul is not good for the sport of boxing. Am I right or wrong? Or do you believe that a Canelo Alvarez versus William Skull in Reha in out there in Reha season is a better event? We do not need. Hold on. Nobody but kids watches Misfits. Jake is the only crossover star. Punch don't really believe this, but I respect what bro doing and why stand up. What do you mean? What do you mean that Punch don't really believe this, but I respect what you bro, what I don't believe. You don't think I believe that the fix is in? I do believe that the fix is in. And the only way that Canelo Alvarez could disrupt this is by knocking out Bud Crawford. I don't see how anybody is pumping and pushing a a welterweight to fight Canelo Alvarez and make it seem like it's a great real fight, like the biggest fight in the sport of boxing. No, it's not. People are mind effing themselves to believe it is because they're giving Turkey the benefit of the doubt because he's the new. If Al Heyman, I'm gonna say it like this: if Bud Crawford, if Bud Crawford was a PBC fighter, I'm talking about a PBC fighter like Earl Spence, like Danny Garcia, like Keith Thurman, like Kalen Plant, like the Charlos. And y'all know this in this community. Don't lie to your boy Punch Run Boxing. I am ingrained in this community. I know the wave. If Bud Crawford was a PBC fighter, and after the fight with Edgar Berlanga, and we're pushing for David Benavidez versus Canelo Alvarez, and Al Heyman says, you know what? After the Masvidal fight, hold on, folks, hold on. He said Aladdin got YouTube playing your audio, buddy. El borracho. Punch getting his rifle cleaned. Arabian night, like a Arabian day. So, y'all gotta be honest with me. Y'all rather see Canelo Alvarez versus William Skull rather than the event of Canelo Alvarez versus Jake Paul and Canelo Alvarez whooping Jake Paul from pillar to post. Y'all rather watch Canelo versus William Skull. You are flat out lying. You should look at the mirror and the mirror should just look at you back and smack you. Let's be real. Let's be honest. I just want people to be real. It doesn't matter if you don't like look. There's people that be like, you know what? I don't like Jake Paul and I don't like the fight, but you know what? I'd rather have this than William Score and Canelo. At least be real. I know it. Y'all, that's what y'all want to say. But some of y'all don't want to say it in public. Some of y'all don't want to say it in common feeds and IG on X form on Twitter because you want to perceive yourself like you're the hardcore of all hardcores. No, this is a real boxing fight. Shut up. Shut up. Y'all want to see this event better than William Skull. Y'all wouldn't even. How much you want to bet? How much you want to bet? And if y'all, God strike you right now. I bet y'all watch more Jake Paul than William Skull. I know y'all watch what Jake Paul more than William Skull. Y'all saw what Jake Paul versus Askin, right? I'm gonna do what I did yesterday. If y'all gonna lie to my, if y'all gonna lie on my channel, because you see, I want my chat to be the realest chat there is, whether we agree or disagree. But I want realness. I don't have time for fakeness. I don't like it. It's contagious, and then it's contagious to other people in the chat. You gotta be real. I don't care if y'all agree or disagree with me, but be real with me. If everybody in the chat, have you watched more Jake Paul than William Skull? Yes or no? Isaiah said, "Poison. I ain't never seen Skull." He said, I want Bud to go for 3 division undisputed. So that's the reason why you want Canelo Alvarez. So why didn't y'all say that when Canelo Alvarez dropped his belt to fight Edgar Berlanga? Because now I want Canelo to keep his strap to so Bud Crawford could become a three to get an opportunity to become a 3 division world champion. He said, if you bored, watch a Julio Cesar Chavez fight, but not Snake Paul loses. Get the hell out of here. Y'all be lying ass off, bro. Why y'all lie like that? Why do y'all lie like that? Y'all saw Jake Paul versus a 58-year-old man, Mike Tyson. Why you lie like that? Why? I don't know some of y'all. I don't never seen y'all faces. Why do y'all lie? You watched Jake Paul last fight. He said, Punch, you got to understand how business moves. How I understand how business moves. How? Talk to me about business. How? Because I'm hearing this about, oh, yo, Punch, but yo, he did his thing. Canelo, you know what I'm saying, finagle Turkey and got business moves. He got the business move. He just told y'all in the interview that he couldn't match the offer Turkey had the offer that Netflix had with Canelo Alvarez. The man with the bag, the unlimited funds, the richest man in the sport of boxing just said he couldn't match. That's what he said. So if he couldn't match, just have an idea how much Canelo was gonna get to fight Jake Paul. Hmm? That's what Turkey said. That's not what I said. That's what Turkey said. Go back, go look at the interview with Turkey. Go back to the interview with Turkey. Matter of fact, Matter of fact, I got you right here. Matter of fact, listen up. Got you right here. I got you right here. Give me 1 second. Got you right here. Canelo, come on. I thought you was Canelo. Better. I got you right here. Hold on. Hold on. Shout out to the people in the chat. Shout out to the people in the chat. Let me see what we got here. Let me see what we got. Let me see what we got. Uh, uh, it's weird. This thing is not even trying to play. Matter of fact, let's go to the thing. It's 15. He said it in 15. Let's go to the interview. All right. We're gonna hear it. Everybody shout out everybody in the chat. I'm gonna put it. Let this commercial run. Go to 15. What was it? 15. Here you go. Let me see.
And look, obviously, if I had to pinpoint the best thing you've done, and you've done a lot of great things for boxing over the last 18 months, it's really, right, re-energizing this heavyweight division. It's the glamour division. It's the biggest in sports. But it is fair to say, though, that the heavyweight division
Is it 20 Diablo, man?
no, Crawford is different kind of fighters. Maybe this
23. Yo, Punch, all the money we donate to you and you can't get a better equipment. Man, I'm using my phone right now, brother. And you haven't even donated anything, Evil Ways.
at the off time.
Why have you donated to the channel, Evil Ways?
Now, with the PBN and with the man, my leader, God bless him, the king. A lot of talk, right? You've posted some photos about this. All right, well, lastly, what is your message to Jake Paul about losing out on the Canelo fight and you landing Canelo for the big fights? No, his talent.
Anyway, Jake Paul wants to get knocked out by Canelo so bad. So what? Let him knock him out. Let him knock him out. Ladies and gentlemen, this was a dead time for Canelo Alvarez. This was a dead time for Canelo Alvarez. Cinco de Mayo had nothing. Unless, look, if we was not gonna get David Benavidez versus Canelo Alvarez in Cinco de Mayo, May 3rd, what were we gonna get for Canelo Alvarez? Who cared if it's, we don't care about what he was called. So give me an event. Give me the Jake Paul event. Give it to me, and then the undercard will be very, very good. Let's not forget that the Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson undercard was Amanda Serrano versus Katie Taylor, baby. None of you want to see Canelo versus William Scull. None of us. None of us. None of us. That's why we was okay for Canelo Alvarez to drop the belt. We looked at Canelo Alvarez still as undisputed. Matter of fact, I was still calling Canelo Alvarez, a.k.a. King Nelo, a.k.a. Cartelo, a.k.a. Cash Nelo, a.k.a. Payday, a.k.a. Get the F out of here, man. I still called him the 4 division world champion, super middleweight undisputed, because I'm not going to give this William Skull the benefit of, you think I'm going to give William Skull the benefit of the doubt? You think I'm going to be crazy to call this man a champion? I'm going to call him a belt holder, but not a champion. We already knew who the undisputed at super middleweight. He said, Punch, Jake and his investors' bags is not Turkey's bag. Turkey just wasn't interested in offering what they offer for Jake Paul fight because a William Skull fight doesn't deserve that kind of money. Because a William Skull fight doesn't deserve that type of money. Charles Edward Queso in the building. La música de queso, ¿dónde está la música de queso? La música de queso, la música de queso.
He is rich. He got his own money.
Last live and this live is lit. You saving my life. Eso! ¡Ay! Con los $100 a comprar gasolina del 93. Dice Camilo Alex Sensation, págame la música Yanketing. Charles Edward Gesso said, what it do, Punch? Last live and this live is lit. You saving my life. Right now, driving to the A from NOLA. Oh, you went to the Super Bowl, That game was trash, brethren. But it was worth it to see Duckworth. Keep cooking. P.S. Jake Paul smoked Canelo boots in the video where he showed the contract. He did. He did. God bless you, my brother. God bless you. God bless you. I hope you have fun out there. I couldn't even catch the last minute. When it was what, 27? No, when they scored the last touchdown after 27 and no, I think it was what, 30 something and no. I'm like, all right, man, I'm done watching it. Saw the halftime show. Shout out to Kendrick Lamar and stuff like that. I mean, for me, in my opinion, it wasn't all that. It wasn't all that. I think if people understand the beef that Kendrick had with Drake, that's the highlight of it. But if not everybody follow hip hop, not everybody's following the beef between these guys. So there's other cultures that I think other cultures was looking at this performance and was like, I mean, this wasn't halftime Super Bowl quality type of ish, in my opinion. The songs is alright, but Super Bowl halftime performance, nah, it was alright. The performance was alright. It's just that we know the songs, but the performance was alright. A comprar gasolina del 93. Epoxy Magic said it was whack as F. I think it was for Super Bowl week. And look, I'm gonna tell you like this, folks. Remember, Super Bowl week. I'm sorry, because Super Bowl week. Super Bowl halftime show. These guys, he had months. Oh, my fault. My fault. I was talking and I had to mute. My fault. I was talking and I had to mute. Um, Damn, so y'all didn't even listen to what I said? I said about Serena Williams that was crip walking. Didn't her family was affected by a crip that I believe murdered her sister, something like that. Something one of her family members, something like that. Sent her to bed, Punch. She's taking our time. But anyway, um, so think about it. Canelo Alvarez didn't have any business deal with Turkey Alalshikh for May. So this was easy for Canelo Alvarez to give us an event and fight Jake Paul. Now, if you don't like Jake Paul, that event would have made it easier and you would have liked Canelo Alvarez to fight Jake Paul and beat Jake Paul and bring that type of respect that you feel he was disrespecting Mike Tyson's legacy. If you're that person that don't like Jake Paul and you're saying this guy should not be in the sport of boxing, this circus, Canelo Alvarez could have put an end to that. Canelo Alvarez could have put an end to that in a dead time in which he was not going to face David Benavidez. So guess what? He was going to have the biggest event, great undercard, and beat the crap out of Jake Paul and let the whole world know. Because sometimes it takes a guy like Canelo Alvarez, in which a lot of people do know, but it will bring Canelo Alvarez into a new audience. Ladies and gentlemen, let's not forget that, because people are saying business, business, but Punch, this is business, this is business. Let me tell you something about business then. Floyd Mayweather versus Manny Pacquiao. You think that that fight was so lucrative just because what they do in the ring? You forgot that Floyd Mayweather went with Dancing with the Stars to capture a whole different type of major audience in America. You forgot that Floyd Mayweather went to the WWE and performed on WrestleMania in one of the most rating WrestleManias and shows and industry in America. You think him doing all of that did him up his value? And then when it came to a fight like Manny Pacquiao and Floyd Mayweather, it was lucrative. Don't think that Floyd Mayweather money and lucrative just came what he did in the ring. It's what he was doing outside of the ring. He kept himself busy all year round. He engaged. He engaged. He the one that started doing a bunch of. Remember, if it wasn't for Floyd Mayweather, Fight Hype wouldn't be the channel that they are. 24/7. He made a show that was bringing in the fans to his life, to his lifestyle, than chilling with rappers like 50 Cent. You don't think that's strategic right there? The hottest and the biggest hip hop artist in the world at the time, Floyd Mayweather, is best friends with him, and they going everywhere together. Already Holmes said, yo, Floyd knew how to market himself. Exactly. Canelo Alvarez would have fought Jake Paul on Cinco de Mayo. Cinco de Mayo. And all Canelo Alvarez has to say is, I don't like what you did to our fighter, to our legend, Mike Tyson. Let's not forget what Canelo Alvarez said leading up to that fight. That he did not like what Jake Paul did to Mike Tyson. He did not like what he did to his legacy and things of that nature. Go look, go Google. Go Google. So don't you think? Look, at least see. I'm gonna give you an example. See what Floyd Mayweather did to Conor McGregor. Didn't Floyd Mayweather humble Conor McGregor? Yo, Floyd Mayweather humble Conor McGregor and the MMA fans and the MMA culture. See, Floyd Mayweather said, "Y'all gonna give me all this money to fight this guy? All right, I'm gonna teach this guy a lesson." And I'm going to do it for the sport of boxing because Conor McGregor was talking ish about the sport of boxing. He thought that he was going to come into the sport of boxing and just finagle his way. He ain't never stayed in the sport of boxing. You know why? Because Floyd Mayweather made him look like a clown. Floyd Mayweather made Conor McGregor look like a clown. To the point where he went back to the UFC, people, yeah, they like the way that he talked, but people look at him as a clown. In boxing, Conor McGregor couldn't pop his shit no more about boxing. Because Floyd Mayweather made him look like a clown in that ring. He played around with him. Could he went gassed out. Even Floyd Mayweather knows what to do. Why Canelo Alvarez don't know what to do? If you think that Jake Paul is a clown, that would have been a great opportunity to stop the circus. But guess what? Jake Paul is not going nowhere because of Canelo Alvarez. So look what Jake Paul did the other day or yesterday with the mariachi band. He clowned Canelo Alvarez. Now, just like David Benavidez is gonna make more money off Canelo Alvarez because Canelo Alvarez is reluctant and don't have his cojones to face David Benavidez. David Benavidez' number is going up and up. Pay-per-view numbers was what, 160K? Guess what? In the times of today versus a David Morrell that nobody else knows, that was good numbers. That was good numbers because of the threshold in the sport of boxing is 60,000, 80,000, depending on the contract. If you do, if 60,000 and 80,000, you break even. You start getting back end pay-per-view money after the 60,000 and the 80,000, really. Then David Benavidez made a coup, maybe what, 3 mil in on that back end. And you know why? T-Mobile Arena was almost sold out. Do you know why his number is increasing even with a David Morrell that a lot of people don't know? And if a lot of people don't know David Morrell, El Cubano, imagine people really don't know William Scull. I don't even think the Cubans know who he is, bro. Not even the Cubans. There's Cuban YouTube channels that don't even speak of William Scull. No, I think he, yeah, 5 million. I'm saying in the back for the back end, I'm saying 3 million extra. His guarantee, yes, he could have 5 million plus. But people are gearing towards David Benavidez because Canelo Alvarez doesn't have the cojones. Canelo Alvarez doesn't have the balls. Canelo Alvarez is hiding underneath the garment of Turki Al-Sheikh, aka Arabian night, like Arabian day. Canelo Alvarez is saying, I nobody telling me what to do. I do whatever I want to do. No, 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 no. No, Canelo Alvarez. You're now Aladdin's bitch. That's what you are right now. You are Aladdin's bitch right now. And they're gonna teach you a lesson in September. But Crawford, what I want you to do now, go to California, my friend. Go chill with the Pablo Escobar PEDs for a good 8 months. Let him inject you with the greatest undetected PED that is known to man. Take your time. I don't want you to step inside the ring. Let Canelo Alvarez do something like that and have it in my country and I'll have him like a little clown, like a little puppet, and beat William Skull. You stay put and stay injecting every undetected snackety snack, pre-Ds. Get prepared. You seen Terrence Buck Crawford. You seen Terrence Crawford put a picture that he weighs 186 pounds right now. Damn. 186 pounds? Ooh. Is it smart? Is it good? 186 pounds? Didn't Canelo Alvarez said that, that David Benavidez weighs 20 or 25 pounds over? He doesn't want to face David Benavidez because he's 20 to 25 pounds over. Well, Terrence Buck Crawford is going over there, Canelo. Canelo Alvarez, hey, yo, Buck Crawford's trying to gain 25 pounds. Canelo, yo, but Terrence Buck Crawford may be doing the same mistake that my brother Demetrius Andre did, because I know that Victor Conte is the type to tell you to go up in weight so much. Demetrius Andre regretted. He regretted going all the way and try to gain all that muscle real fast. Muscle fatigue. He didn't have his he didn't have his legs the way that his legs or his mobility. Put it that his mobility. The money of Turkey Al-Sheikh and the supplements of Victor Conte is going to work wonders for Bud Crawford. Thus, I believe that the fix is in. Yeah, you heard it here. Yeah, you heard it here of a punch on boxing. I believe this is my opinion. I have the right to my opinion. That Aladdin's money plus the undetected supplements, I'm gonna say supplements of snack equals the fix is in. Robbery. I know if, like I was saying earlier, I know if Terrence Buck Crawford was a PBC fighter, because a lot of people in this community in the YTBC hates PBC. Y'all would be like, look at what Al Heyman is doing, yo. Why Al Heyman is putting fucking Canelo Alvarez with a welterweight, yo. Just like a lot of people say, yo, why is Al Heyman PBC putting Canelo Alvarez and Jamel Charlo, yo? But because Turkey Al-Sheikh, I don't know, people has this love. To be honest, the way that I see, especially in the industry, these media, the way they talk about Turkey Al-Sheikh, they look at him like a god. They look at him like he is royalty. Oh my God, Turkey. Oh my God. I'm not saying he don't do great things in the sport of boxing. He's doing. Look, February 22nd is a great show. Is a great show. Shout out to Turkey Al-Sheikh. I'm just talking about in this instance, this situation. I think that for Turkey Al-Sheikh, Bud Crawford, since Bud Crawford doesn't have a promotional company, Turkey Al-Sheikh has put Bud Crawford under his wing, and Bud Crawford is his fighter. Out of any fighter in the sport of boxing, that's his fighter. But Crawford don't have a manager. But Crawford only has an attorney and himself. That's his fighter. He's doing everything to shame anybody. He will sabotage Canelo Alvarez' event with Edgar Berlanga, and he will sabotage Canelo Alvarez' event that could have happened on Netflix with Jake Paul, just so he can make sure that in 2025 he has the biggest show in America. Turki Alalshikh has an ego, and maybe that ego is channeled. That doesn't mean that you can't have an ego. I believe that everybody should have some type of ego, respectable ego. Everybody should have their pride. But Aladdin is the type to have an ego, but to sabotage somebody else's shit so he could get what he wants. See, that's different. I don't rock with that. I don't rock with that. For me, that's insecurities. You could call it business, I call it insecurities. Because let me tell you something about certain people that's successful. There's two kinds of people that could be successful. There's people that are humanitarians, that people that got the bad, they're humanitarians that help out others and things of that nature, and that's grateful. We need people like that in the world. We need people like that in the world. You know what I'm saying? There is people that's going through struggles. There's people that out there that just are generally and helping, not only helping with well, let's say with funds and money, but also they're open to teach you how to get the bag, how to invest. There's other people that got money that be like, I ain't gonna teach you shit. You gotta get it how I get it. You gotta find your way. I'm gonna tell you there's two different types of people that are um that got the bag, right? That are highly successful financially. There's certain people that will teach you the game, school you, not afraid to open up their portfolio and teach you how they do it. But that doesn't mean you know how to hustle like them. That doesn't mean that you're going to be consistent like them. That doesn't mean that you got the drive like them. And that's why that's the confidence that I like, that I respect from other people. That they could give you the game. That doesn't mean you're going to have that drive and hustle like me and wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning, blah, blah, blah. There's people like that. There's other people like, nah, I ain't going to give you the game because they're afraid that you're going to have more than them. You understand? Vet in the building. He said, yo, I'm there, Mr. Moonshine, laughing out loud. You're live, always fun to watch. Good looking out, man, with a $10 super chat. I appreciate you, brother. I appreciate you, brother. Shout out to Queso in the building también. Appreciate you, brother. To the fullest. To the fullest. Hopefully the health is good too, my brother. Matter of fact, when I was driving, I ain't lying. I pray for your health that's good and things of that nature, man. And I'm happy that you're going out there having fun and going to the Super Bowl. Man, your health is good. God is good. God is everything, man. I'm glad you're doing well, bro. Um, Matter of fact, I was, you know, while I was driving early, I was listening to the 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 Kanye West album, the Jesus album, and I'm like, damn, man, what happened to Kanye West? 2019, man, you was talking about Jesus Christ, and now you showing your butt naked wife out there in the Grammys. Yo, because I got like a gospel playlist, right? And I don't hear like there's two artists that I just can't take them serious when they talk about God anymore and stuff like that. And I know I'm contradicted because I say a lot of crazy stuff, and then I'll be like, hey, yo, God is everything. And I'll be like, yeah, punch, the devil got you. I'm like, yo, I was listening to the car while I was driving, I'm saying, and I'm listening to the Jesus album. And then I'm thinking about, come on, damn, Kanye. What the hell? This was a great album. You should have piggyback off this. But now you showing your wifey butt nigga, man, you worse than what you was. And then, and then on the playlist, and then on the playlist, Kirk Franklin, a song from Kirk Franklin. Y'all already know how Kirk Franklin is moving out here, bro. Kirk Franklin is twerking and all of that. I'm like, what has happened to these folks? Damn, the more they push God, the more the devil gets in them. Kessler said, "Yo, Ye is clearly out his whole ass mind." Hey, yo, the more the more that they turn to God, the more the devil is in them. And to be honest, folks, to be honest, look, I'm God fearing, but I also feel like God is everything. And if you have a personal relationship with God, I pray all the time, man. And I'm not your traditional prayer. I pray when I could be eating, I'm praying when I could be driving and stuff like that. I could be taking a shower and praying. And when I pray, I talk to him. I don't do the traditional Santa Maria, Madre de Dios and stuff like that. I talk to him because God is almighty, right? God speaks in our language. God knows our strengths and our weaknesses, right? So I talk to him like I would talk to y'all in the chat. And I always be like, yo, God, give me if I disrespected you, I apologize when I go live or when I have some jokes. But you know my sense of humor, God. It's just. I always say like, yo, God understands my sense of humor. He knows just to put a smile on people's faces. And I always pray, give me the words that is not gonna down your name. Or give me at least today if I go live, there's one person that heard me speak of you and they seek you. If it's at least one person. But that's how I feel. But anyway, if we go back to boxing. I'm not a fool. There's fights that I see or fights that's gonna come to fruition that I'll be like, you know what, man, it's gonna be this guy's gonna win, this guy's gonna lose, or this guy's gonna be it's gonna be a robbery. Or I sense it's gonna be a robbery, right? We know when there's a fighter that's gonna be fighting in another promotional show that he's gonna be fighting the fighter, the promoters, the judges. Am I right or wrong? Right? There, right? Am I right? Sometimes we look at fights that we be like, all right, this guy, I believe that he's gonna win, but he's gonna go to their show, to the opposite of promotion show. He's gonna deal with the judges, the ref, and the promoter, right? It's almost like when Maxie Hugh was going to fight George Cambosa. Everything was up against George Cambosa, right? I'm sorry, up against George Maxie Hugh. Thus he lost, right? People don't trust that. Fans don't trust it. The way that Turkey Al-Sheikh is moving with Bud Crawford. You know that Turkey Al-Sheikh has no respect for Canelo Alvarez. Hey yo, Turkey Al-Sheikh is saying the same thing what we're saying. He don't respect Canelo Alvarez. He just wants Canelo Alvarez and his legacy. It looks like Canelo Alvarez has sold his legacy to Turkey Al-Sheikh because you know damn well Canelo Alvarez would never fight a fighter like William Scull. Well, matter of fact, let me take that thing back. He did fight Yeardrum. But he know about fighting Yeardrum. See, that Yeardrum fight does kill him. Because everybody always gonna go to that Yeardrum fight. Like, yeah, yeah, yeah. But you fought Yeardrum. So let me take that back. Let me take that back. Let me take that back. But this is how Turkey Al Sheikh feels about Canelo Alvarez. I'm always going to keep this, and I hope that Canelo Alvarez sees this tweet time and time again. When Turkey Al Sheikh said, I heard what Canelo said, that he respects me but doesn't like the way that we do the business. As for him respecting me, he doesn't matter to me if he does or not. As for the way to do the business, I know why he doesn't like it. Because I only target big fights and they're fair prices. So of course, anyone who likes the easy fight won't like this. And I know how he feels about losing to the Bivol. So he's been looking for easier fights ever since. Also, I am not the one who's afraid of fighting David Benavides, the Mexican monster, the Ecuadorian monster, the Dominican monster, the La Bandera Roja, or Crawford. See when he say that? I'm not the one who's afraid of fighting David Benavides or Bud Crawford. See? He knows and he sees and he tells it that Canelo Alvarez is afraid of David Benavidez. I want Turki Alalshikh to keep that same energy and tell him to his face. Matter of fact, I dare you, media folk, that's gonna be in February 26th, and say, hey, Turki Alalshikh, do you believe that Canelo Alvarez is still afraid of David Benavidez? Let me see if we keep that same energy. Let's see if Aladdin keeps that same energy. Therefore, I knew he was wasting our time and making excuses with big amounts of money that can't be paid. So I continued my way to make big fights. Is Canelo Alvarez versus William Scull a big fight? Yes or no, ladies and gentlemen? Ladies and gentlemen, I'm speaking to you in the chat. Is William Scull versus Canelo Alvarez a humongous and a big fight? Move it along. People in the chat, please help me out. I am asking a question. Is I'm continuing my way to make big fights. This guy's the same mother effer that's talking about, oh, that Canelo Alvarez should not be fighting Jake Paul because he's in his mid-30s and there's no time to waste. Yeah, you put Tyson Fury up against Francis Ngannou in his prime, when there was no time to waste. He said this one is also a Crawford hater. Here we go. You a Crawford hater. Why you wasn't here when I said that Crawford was gonna beat the crap out of Earl of True Spence? When Crawford, as a matter of fact, my prediction was that Crawford was going to beat Earl Spence worse than the car accident. Y'all remember? He said, "Hey yo, dog, that siren scared the shit out of me." Hey, slow down, all right? Que eso? You better slow down, my friend. You know how it is in the A. Them cops in them cops in Georgia, man, they pop out of nowhere, man. Yo, you could be driving. Let's say I drive to Miami from New York, good. Jersey, good. You know what I'm saying? North Carolina, good. South Carolina. Once you about to hit Georgia, man, if it's 80, you drive 80. If it's 75, you drive 75. They pop out of nowhere, man. They pop out of nowhere, man. They patrol when it comes to driving through Georgia and Delaware. Hey, yo, man, cops everywhere. I'm gonna say it like this: the worst highways that's like patrol, patrol, patrol. Georgia, Delaware, and Indiana. Florida, easy. Once you get in Florida, easy. Once you're in Florida, it's like they cool. In Texas, hey, yo, I'm gonna say it like this. Let me see it in Colorado, cool. In Utah, hey, yo, in Utah, man, I went 138. I was at 120 for an hour. 120 miles per hour for an hour. 120, 122, 121. Yo, I pumped that. That's when I actually enjoyed my SRT Durango. That's when I enjoyed it. That's when I really fell in love with it. Because in New York, you already know, in New York, you can't even pump this shit. Like you could just go fast for a good 10 seconds. Over here, we got highway patrols as well. But when you drive enough in New York, you know exactly where they're at. So you know exactly where to pump the shit, right? But in Utah, Nevada, yo, man, especially when you driving after and you drive through the desert, bro. Yo, man, that was a good feeling. And you know out there is what? In Utah, it's 85 miles per hour. 85 miles per hour. You know what I'm saying? Speed limit. So you could go 100. You could go almost 100 and it's good. Right? He said Texas, Utah, Colorado, best highways. Facts, Kessel. Colorado, The only thing with the Colorado is that when you're going down, when you're coming from New York and you're going down, yo, that shit like man. I remember the last time I went out there, it was 86 degrees, 87, 88 degrees. And then when you in Colorado, that shit was 34, 35 degrees. I was like, what the fuck? I told you the story I told you the story when I took a break. Yo, I took a break. I stopped in Colorado. I had to use the bathroom. It was Aspen, right? I was in Aspen, and I never been to Aspen before. And I said, you know, what I'm saying, damn, this is an expensive place or whatever, right? But it was the middle of the night. But I was going through Aspen. I even got lost, like going around, going around. But anyway, then I found a parking lot. I found a parking lot because I wanted to take a nap. I went a whole 28 hours driving without sleeping. 28 hours without sleeping, just pumping gas and going listening to music. I even think I did a couple of videos when I was on the highway. Yo, then I stopped in a parking lot. I said, all right, let me take a nap. There was another van right next to where I parked at, but there was like light on. It was a little bit commotion, but I was tired. It was like, I thought it was like a camp or whatever. Yo, there was like 10 patrol cars surrounded my car and this van, but it was for this van. Guess what they was doing in that van, folks? Guess what they was doing in that van, folks? They was filming porn. Are you a part of that, man? I'm from New York City, man. I know. Nah, they was filming porn. They arrested everybody in that van. Hold on, folks, man. um, he said Canelo run. Yeah. So it was a porn. They were filming porn, bro. I was like, damn, man. And I was so tired. I was like, yes, I'm gonna take a nap. I didn't even take a 30-minute nap. And once that thing happened, that shit woke me up. So I kept driving. I said, F that. Let me keep on driving. Let me get out of here. Because you know when you got New York place and you go to another city, you feel like you always a target. You know what I'm saying? So I just kept on driving. I remember I was in the mountains in Utah. There was some gas station. It like I was in the middle of nowhere. And I'm like, yo, and I was saying, that's when I did the video. Matter of fact, if you ever check a video, I did a video in the mountains, in the mountains. And I was saying, I was in the what you call it, in the canyons, right? And I did a video up there, and that was the video that I said that Jake Paul is more an addition to the sport of boxing than a subtraction. I did that video, and I was talking about Jake Paul. So this ain't new. He said I was the wrong part of town. Yeah, man. It's for hey yo for the folks, man. To be honest, man, yo, the best thing is taking road trips. It's nothing like road trips. You know what I'm saying? If you up for it, if you good for it, if you good, like I think the road trip is highly therapeutic, and I think that you will enjoy America even more. As a matter of fact, taking road trips, it will open your eyes to a lot of things. I think that even you will look at if those because there's people that think like every white people is rich. When you go out there and you passing through the Iowas and you passing, you ever been to Dakotas, you've been through Utah, you've been through this, you will be like, damn, yo, there's way more poor white people than anything else. Yo, I remember even when I drove to Texas. I think it was that time when I drove to Texas, and I went through. Damn, what was it? Was it Arkansas or Nebraska? Damn, I forgot which one. I think it was Nashville, something like that. I think it was Nashville. I forgot what state because I drive. I've driven all over the country before. Yo, and it said the next exit for like gas, it said 28 miles, something like that. The next exit for gas. So I said, damn. So I'm driving. I'm like, yo, how the hell do people live out here and go to the next stop to buy anything, clothes, anything? And then you see, I think this one I was going to Texas, and but I forgot which state I was or whatever. But it was a part where it was like, yo, ain't gonna be no gas station along the way. So let me rack up on gas now, yo. And then I stopped in this gas station, and the women that was working there, bro, like everywhere you watch is like fiends. It was like fiends. The chicks had no teeth. Young. I'm talking about young. Then you'll be like, damn, all right, she all right. But damn, when she opened her mouth, yellow teeth, all that, taking out the trash. Trailer parks. You see couple trailer parks where you driving and say, okay, this is poor out here. This is poor. Hey, yo, I'd rather live in a hood, gunshot, over than to live over here quiet in the middle of nothing in the trailer park. You start looking at things differently. Like, yo, you start looking at like, yo, not everybody has it like that. That's what people think. Like, oh my God, all white people are rich and all white people have money. Man, I saw way more. When you go on a road trip, you see poor white. You see it. I stopped in Arkansas. Arkansas got the best soul food. Hey, yo, I got a Thanksgiving feast of soul food for $13. I said, man, oh man, oh man. Look at Savage for real, no lies. Yeah, I'm telling y'all, take a road trip, guys. You will have a whole different perception, or not a perception, you will have a whole different type of mindset and what you think about America. Take a road trip from East Coast to West Coast, from East Coast to down South, from West Coast to down South, from up. You will have a whole different. A matter of fact, this year I want to do the motorcycle. I want to go to Surge. I think I'm going to ride my motorcycle to Surge. But I'm telling you, folks, it's different. Don't think that your bubble is the world. Don't think that your bubble is everything. And that's why even when I talk about, culture and race, and some people get mad or something like that, and I always say I'm talking from the New York perspective, and I'm talking about a melting pot perspective. That doesn't mean that my perspective is the same down south, west coast, but I've traveled enough to see. I've been in certain places for a good period of time to see the culture and see things for what it is. He said, "Now I hear you, punch. Now image that same road trip, but through Mexico. Shit, I would like to do. I would like, yo, road trips are the best, man. Road trips are the best. I want to do a European road trip. Since you know what I'm saying, in Europe, you go to France, you go to Italy, you go to this, you go to Germany, you go to Sweden, you go to Poland, you go to this, Delaware, I mean Denmark, Sweden. He said most Americans are on some type of drugs. They are. They are, man. There's a lot of people struggling. All races. All, not races, but all race. Black, Latinos, Indians. There's Indians. Come on, y'all been in Nevada. Y'all been in Nevada. How many Indians, like pure real Indians, are meth heads too? You know what I'm saying? There is. You know, I'm telling you, I think that what they put out there is almost like, you remember when they used to do those commercials about Somalia, and they always put this African little kid with a bunch of flies in their faces. They conditioned us to think that Africa was real, that they're just poor, just a bunch of poor, like all these kids just living in a jungle, and all these beautiful. beautiful African kids are just are have diseases and have, you know how they paint that picture in America. America conditioned us to think that Africans is just a bunch of sick jungle, you know what I'm saying, type of humans that are subhumans, sick. Don't get next to them. Oh, wear a mask on. Or if you go to Africa, you gotta get injected first. Y'all remember all of that? And then when you start doing education and start really having friends from Africa, you be like, yo, Somalia got blue beaches. There's great parts of Somalia too. There's great parts of Ghana. There's great part of Nigeria. When I was younger, that's how they conditioned us. That's why I like to go places and stuff like that. See it for yourself. Y'all remember, right? We used to call them African booty scratchers. Facts. You remember they said that the people in Africa, they were just effing monkeys, and that's how AIDS came about. And people would just blame it on the African people. You remember that? That's what America does. That's what America did. Good that I'm from Harlem. Good that I'm from Harlem, and I got to know good my African friends. Come to the 116th. Come to 116th. Come to 116th after Fifth Avenue, from Fifth Avenue all the way to Adam Clayton Power, all the way to the end to the west. Africa, Africa, everything is Africa. As a matter of fact, the car service in the gypsy car service in Harlem, they used to be called Harlem. They don't even got them no more. It used to be Harlem and El Barrio. Harlem was owned by African dispatch. The dispatcher, the car service was owned by Africans, and El Barrio was owned by Mexican. That was only the two car service in Harlem. Harlem and El Barrio. You remember Gary Paradas? He said I'd be in 112 in Jefferson. You remember El Barrio, the car service is in 116th. It just used to be Harlem and El Barrio back in the days. Is El Barrio still there? Cause I everybody Uber now. I don't think I've seen El Barrio over there. El Barrio still? Wow. I mean, probably the old people still call it Barrio because there's no more real like car service and shit. Then in the Heights, it used to be Audubon, Washington, and Amsterdam. And what was the other one? Was the other one? Yeah, there was more. There was the name because that used to be my baseball little league name as well. Yeah, the old folks, right? I go to Taco Mix. Matter of fact, I think I'm gonna order from Taco Mix right now because they still open 24/7. I think I'm gonna order from Taco Mix right now. Matter of fact, Hunts Point with the Honda Car Club. You remember back in the days, Gary, when it used to be. Remember the first not Uber, but there was dudes that used to have their own car and stuff like that. Had their underground service. They used to have an underground service that they didn't have the taxi license, and you hit them up and shit like that, and they pick you up. Man, those were the days. But anyway, um, I think that if Canelo Alvarez does get robbed in September, I think it will be all his fault. Anyway, because I think that I understand why there's certain fighters that go to Turkey Alalshikh and get the bag. But I also understand what a David Benavidez said in his post-fight press conference. I understand what Javante Tank Davis saying. I understand how Earl Spence may feel. I understand why Canelo Alvarez said what he said in the beginning before going to Turkey Al Sheikh. because these fighters actually do have revenue. These got fighters actually do print money, if you understand. They do print money in the sport of boxing, meaning that Javante Tan Davis brings revenue. Earl Spence brought revenue. Earl Spence did almost, what was it, 49,000? Was it 39 or 49,000 in a stadium? 49,000 people in a stadium in Dallas with a Ugas. Let's not forget that even Earl Spence pay-per-view numbers was in today pretty legit. Dímelo queso coro, $200. Queso, 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 queso. The range sub like donate. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Thank you, my brother Queso. That God bless you, my brother, with the $200 beans. A comprar gasolina de 93 and let's go to the buffet. Everybody gonna eat tomorrow. Or the end of the week. And the end of the week, the end of the week. La música de queso, la música de queso. La música de queso.
He's rich. He is rich. He's rich. He is rich. He's rich.
Ay,
He
ay,
is
ay, ay.
rich.
A comprar gasolina de 93. A buffet. Indian buffet and Chinese buffet. yo, yo, you know what I'm laughing right now? Just talking about buffet. So, yo, there's this Chinese buffet, right? I'm just laughing right now thinking about buffet. Because there's a Chinese buffet, but I usually take the family, right? The kiddos. I usually take the family to the buffet before 4 o'clock, right? Because in the buffet, it's $15. It's $15 a plate, right? It's $15 a plate. No, it's 10 yeah, yeah, it's 10.99 a plate, right? So, I'm going heavy, you know what I'm saying? I got three and the lady. You feel me? But I usually go to the buffet before 4. So this time I had to take the kids, had an appointment. My kid's been sick all damn week. So I had to take the kids to their doctor's appointment, right? And then my little one, the daughter says, Daddy, are we going restaurant? Because it's become a thing that every time we go to the her appointment, it's not the buffet. The buffet is close by, right? So she is now she wants to go to the restaurant, right? But this time, this appointment was after school. So after school, and they come from school, and then we got to take them to an appointment. So I forgot the time, right, of the buffet. So guess what? After 4, the plates are, I believe, $28 a plate. 28 $28 like 30 plus tax, $35 a plate. $35 a plate. So when the bill came, it's not about the money, but it's like what you prepared to do, prepare to pay, right? So then the bill came, and it just said like 90 something dollars plus tax, and then the tip, in the tip it says you're gonna leave a good 20% dollar tip. You know what I'm saying? And it's not that I would pay. It's nothing I would pay, but it was like, when you go out and prepare to pay, and sometimes, sometimes you run out the house and you forget certain things, because when I took it, I just come prepared. That bill came, I said, oh shit. And then luckily that, sometimes you leave cash in your car. And then I said, Diablo, luckily that I had, ay, 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 ay. And then I said, oh shit, I got it in my phone. I got the wallet on my phone. Oh shit. But I was like, when I seen the bill, I was like, oh shit, did I have, oh shit. Diablo, but I forgot my debit. Ay, yeah. Ay, ay, ay. That bill did caught me by surprise though, man. I said, and then when you see the place when the kids be like, they want to go somewhere, but they don't eat the whole food. And I'm saying to my mom, mira lo que yo estoy pagando. Look what I pay. And I'm looking at my daughter, and I'm saying, my daughter, you're gonna eat the whole thing, right? She like, I don't want any more. I'm not hungry. I don't want to eat anymore. Mira, princesa, mira, hey, you better eat all that stuff. But then I forget it's a buffet. Like, how I'm gonna tell her to eat all the whole shit? It's a buffet, damn it. But it's like my kids be playing me, bro. Yo, my kids be they play me today too, man. Daddy, can you take it to McDonald's? Can you take it to McDonald's? And I'm like, I'm not even a McDonald's person. I'm not even to be honest, I'm not a fast food type of like the chains. I'm not all of that. Like if I go to Taco Bell, I'm getting the vegetable bowl. And that's like if nothing is open. It's 1 o'clock through 2 o'clock in the morning, and the other restaurants that I like is not open and stuff like that. Whatever. I'm hungry. I took a few drinks and shit like that. When you get a few drinks, you start eating shit that you don't normally want to eat, but you just hungry, right? But McDonald's, I don't do McDonald's. I don't do McDonald's since fifth grade, bro. It's just not. I just don't really. I don't do the McDonald's burgers and all that stuff. I used to like the pancakes, scrambled eggs, pancake and stuff like that. And then I evolved to IHOP. Then I evolved to IHOP. You know what I'm saying? And once you go to IHOP, you don't go back. So my kids play me and say, "Hey, yo, my McDonald, McDonald, McDonald." And I'm like, the last time I bought McDonald's, y'all wanted strawberry shake and y'all wanted this, y'all want a Happy Meal and stuff like that. But the thing is, they watch commercials that I don't be watching. So they know why they want the Happy Meals because they want the damn toys, the Pokemons and all that stuff. So today they tricked me. And I said, y'all better eat the food, right? Because shout out to my baby sister. Shout out to my baby sister. And hey yo, ¿qué eso? Hey yo, ¿qué eso? Good looking out. It's like you don't know, but you know, but you don't know, but you know. Help a brother out. You did because shout out to my sis. We had a baby shower for my baby sister. My baby sister got married. She had a baby shower. She's about to have a baby and stuff like that. I'm about to be an uncle. So shout out to my baby sister, right? So we had a baby shower. Yes, yeah, baby shower. She had the baby shower yesterday. And got a good place, rented a place and stuff like that at 13th Street. So um she goes, I'm sorry, when there's a lot of food, you know how Spanish people are, you know what I'm saying? We always get our goodie bags after, you know what I'm saying? There's so much food that everybody ain't eat the food, but there's so much food. So of course you get the goodie bag for tomorrow. It could be dinner, it could be lunch. I got the kiddos, you know what I'm saying? So I got, yeah, hey, we got to be smart out here, right? So I got a good amount of food, right, to go, so we could leave to have enough food for tomorrow for the kids. So I know the kids ate this morning, this afternoon, from the food of yesterday of the baby shower. So then right after they ate, like an hour later, my kids are saying, let's go to McDonald's. I said, but you did eat. You guys, how you hungry, man? Y'all had chicken, y'all had pork, y'all had all that rice, guandule, potato salad. Y todavía tienen hambre ustedes. But when they give you that little puppy face, but I want to go McDonald's. Daddy, you said you going to go to McDonald's and thing. Daddy, you McDonald's. And it's funny because my son, my other son, he's autistic, so he don't talk. But when he wants something, 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 man, he says it real good. Sometimes I think my autistic son be hustling me. He said, Dad, McDonald. Make it McDonald, Dad? A McDonald? I said, you just finished eating. And he goes, okay. So he started putting his clothes. Again, my son is autistic, so he doesn't it's tough communicating. Like I know what he mean, and sometimes I don't know if he understands me to this day. You know what I'm saying? But I've gotten used to it and stuff like that. We got therapy. He goes to therapy and all that stuff. But yeah, shout out to all the autistic children around the world and stuff like that. I don't like talking about it because if anybody diss my son, I'm stabbing y'all. Right? That's just how I am. I'm not ready. I'm keeping it real. I'm not ready for people to disrespect my kid. I'm new to this autistic stuff, so you disrespect mine, just expect to have a knife in you. But my son is like, McDonald. I'm like, McDonald, Daddy. I said, All right, in an hour. He start putting his shoes on, saying, okay, I'm ready. I ain't McDonald's. Okay. We go to McDonald's and then I said, what y'all want? I said, Happy Meal. Okay. All right, bro, let me get a Happy Meal. This, and this, and this, and that. He said, and my daughter goes, milk, sorry, strawberry milkshake, daddy. I said, well, no. The last time I bought strawberry milkshake, you wouldn't even drink the whole strawberry milkshake. I had to drink the whole thing. And y'all know that I'm trying to go vegan and stuff like that, try to lose weight. And you guys, I be eating the leftovers, and that's what it is. I don't like it. Just eat the whole thing because I know I'm a janitor. I'm going to clean that shit up. So then, all right, we got the Happy Meal. And then as soon as we get into the crib, they opened the Happy Meal and they got the toy, the Pokemon, and they forgot about the food. Oh, that's what it is. Y'all get me going crazy. The last three times I've taken these two little ones to McDonald's. It ain't even about the food. They look at the Happy Meal like it's Christmas because they don't know which toy they're really gonna get. So it's almost like a surprise. Yo, they open the damn box. They push the food to the side, and they playing Pokemon on the table. And I said, I thought y'all was hungry. Y'all wanted McDonald's. Y'all didn't eat the burger. I don't want it right now. Mommy, can you put the hamburger in a box so I could eat it after school? Yeah. My daughter hustled me good today, man. Damn, she hustled me good. She said, "Can I put mommy, can you put the hamburger in the box and I eat it after school?" She didn't even want it for school lunch. You know, I eat it after school. And she's playing Pokemon with the damn cards. I said, man. And then my son, I said, you want a McDonald's? McDonald's? He was about to put his shoes back on to go to McDonald's. They're gonna get another Happy Meal, but it's not about the Happy Meal. Damn you autistic motherfucker, man. Shut the F up. You ain't going to damn McDonald's. McDonald's? All right. I put my shoes back on. Man. Man. No. When my daughter is sweet. Oh, that's when she wants something. You know when you look at one of your kids and you be like, the one that you know be like, man, but it's the cause that's the one that actually resembles that is it has all your characteristic. That's the one that you don't like. Yo, the one that resembles you the most is supposed to be the one that you like. Yo, that's me, right? But the one that resembles you the most is the one that you don't like. Because you know that's you. And it's like, yo, how you gonna get played by you? Shit. Got me cleaning. Hey, yo, I wasn't even, hey, yo, it snowed so much yesterday, so I wasn't even planning to clean the car. I wasn't planning to clean dry. Yo, to go to McDonald's, you guys don't understand what I had to do earlier today. It snowed a lot. I wasn't even trying to shovel the snow. I had to shovel the whole driveway. I had to shovel the whole car. It was all buried and stuff like that. I wasn't planning to do that early, but because these little mother effers wanted to go to damn McDonald's, I wanted to be super dad and give them a damn mother effing Happy Meal. Shout out to the kiddos. Rapso Batinata said, kids always want that toy first before their food. I always say to my boy, eat first, the toy last. Yeah, man. They always want but they it's like how we getting played when we used to play our parents that way. Like I don't get it. Like I'm losing it. How I'm getting played for the same shit I used to do. Like I should know this. Like I did catch my kid lying that he's sick. You remember when you used to say that you sick, but you just ain't want to go to school? Like I could play, like I used to play my mom, but my dad, you can't fake it. I can't fake it with my dad. My dad is the type when you be like, "Hey, yo, I'm sick, Dad. Papi, I'm sick. I don't want to go to school. I don't feel good today." No, don't worry. When you get up, you hit the showers and you come right back out. You go to school. Don't worry. But in the middle of the day, you're gonna be all right. You ain't gonna be sick no more. No, but I feel sick today. No, 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 no. Vete, bañate ahora mismo, échate agua, and then go to the, and then and get your clothes on, and go to school. And by the middle of the day, trust me, you're gonna feel good. Damn, I could never get over on my dad. Never. With my mom, piece of cake. That's why in the morning I couldn't wait that my dad would leave before we go to school. And then when my dad go to work, I'd be like, Mommy, I'm sick. And I used to, my mom be like, ¿Tú estás enfermo? Ok, pues quédate aquí, queda. Ok, ok. Pero mira, tú te vas a quedar. No venga de que you want to play video games early and then watch. That's why I knew a lot of Jerry Springers, bro. Think about it. If you think about it, folks, if you was watching Jerry Springer, you was watching Maury, it's because you was not going to school often. Because I was watching Jerry Springer all the time. I was getting over. I was getting over. I used to say this shit. My father would send me to the store and buy a gallon of milk. The gallon of milk used to be $2.29. My father used to give me $2.29. For real. $2. Hey, yo, the gallon of milk was $2.29. My father would give me $2.29, or 25 cents with 4 pennies. Because you know when your mother sends you to the store and vete papa house, go downstairs and give me a gallon of milk, and she'll give you a $5 bill. You know what you're gonna do with the extra change. You're gonna buy papita. You're gonna what? You're gonna buy two different type of potato chip. You're gonna buy the 25 cents juicy. You're gonna buy yourself a honey bun or something like that, or a little bit of candy. You're gonna buy a blow pop or whatever, right? And then my mom, she was all right. She give me $5. I buy the gallon of milk, and then I buy my little snacks, and it was all cool. She'll come later on, like hours later in the nighttime when I'm about to go to sleep. Tú me diste mi cambio. Where happened to the change? Shit. No, I did. I left it in the table. Yeah, she already forgot. My dad? Nah, bro. My dad, if something costs 98 cents, my dad would give me 98 cents. If something costs 77 cents, he would give me 77 cents. He will find the pennies for you. I'm telling you, my father was the biggest cheat. He was, but he was like funny cheap. Funny cheap though. Funny cheap. Yo, I should do a whole documentary on my life, man, because I think it's funny. It's funny now when you get older, but I ain't like it when I was younger. But we was poor like that. I'm telling you, poor. Sometimes when they didn't want to cook, I said this once before, if y'all new to the channel and stuff like that, and we eating outside, I used to have to go to 3 different places to bring the food. ¿Tú quieres comida china? You want Chinese food? All right. You know what the Chinese food? All right. Go. The chicken wings used to cost 50 cents, right? All right. Here. Here's $2. Get chicken wings. Okay? Get chicken wings for you and your brother. So this for you and your brother. He's 2 chicken wings. This is what my father is slick. He won't give like $5 for me, $5. He won't say, yo, here. Go get yourself an order, and here's for your brother. Get yourself and you go get yourself an order. Nah, it wasn't like that. It was like this. I'm gonna give you I'm gonna give you what they used to do to us. So my father would be like, hey, yo, here, go buy 2 chicken wings, and you go buy, all right. It's 50 cents, right? So here's a dollar. All right, 2 chicken wings each. Now get white rice, separate, white rice. You know what I'm saying? So the white rice in the Chinese store was actually cheaper than a restaurant. All right, so get yourself white rice and buy the large $1.25. Right? Okay, boom. That right there is $2.25. All right, now go all the way to Broadway and get yourself a cup of beans. Right? A cup of beans. So I would have to go 5 extra blocks up, 4 to 5 extra blocks up, get a cup of bean that used to cost $1. Boom. Now I got arroz, chicken, and habichuela. How much is that altogether, ladies and gentlemen? A whole dinner for four. What was it? What, 325? We cool. $1 chicken wings, a dollar rice, $1.25 rice, and go up the block, buy you a cup of beans. That's 3.25. My father was smart. For real. It's never, hold it. Can I just have chicken wings with pork fried rice? No, 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 no. No. Mm-mm. No. Mm-mm. And that rice tiene mucha grasa. Buy the white rice. I'm telling you, bro. I think I'm gonna do that with my kids and stuff like that. But I don't know if the chicken wings does cost 50 cents. That was back in the days. Now the chicken wings cost like $1, right? You know why? Because back in the days, the chicken wings with fried rice used to be in which used to be $3. It used to be $3, folks. The chicken. So think about it. If I get an order and my brother get an order, it's $6. Right? It's $6. You get an order of chicken wings with fried rice. You get a chicken and you get an order of chicken wings with fried rice. If it was a pork fried rice, it was three. It was 3.75. It was had vegetable, onions, and stuff like that. It was 3.25 back in the day. Back in the days. So he will have to cough up like $7 and change. So that's why my father used to be like, no, you get two chicken wings. That's 50. That's $1. You get two chicken wings and that's $1. Boom. As a matter of fact, yes, 4.25. 4.25 altogether. But anyway, let's go back to boxing. Let's go back to boxing. Ladies and gentlemen, February 22nd, I think this is fight week, right? Fight week. Are we in fight week yet? No, not yet. Next week is fight week, right? I got Beterbiev beating Dimitri Bivol again in a close fight. And they talking about a trilogy. Shit. I got imagine if they do the trilogy, then that would be a good event in September if they do have a Canelo Alvarez versus Terence Crawford, then the Dimitri Bivol versus Beterbiev of the trilogy on the co-main. Maybe that would be good. I don't know. But I got Beterbiev. I got Beterbiev in the second in the rematch. I'm not gonna tell you my Shakur Stevenson versus Kid Austin one yet. Um, I got damn, I gotta do more studies. I did say that yet. I did say that yesterday about Danny Dubois versus Joseph Parker. Shit. I don't know. I got a feeling that Joseph Parker, man, is I think there's way more money with Danny Dubois versus the likes of Alexander Usyk, the rematch. I think that's the fight that I believe they want to see. I think it's gonna be controversial, bro. I think it's gonna be controversial. I think it's gonna be look, and look for the people that's tuning into the channel saying that yo, why you saying it's gonna be a robbery with Bud Crawford and Canelo Alvarez? I think it's gonna be a controversial victory with Danny Dubois, but if I do think that Joseph Parker could beat Danny Dubois, could outbox Danny Dubois. But and if it goes to a distance, I do think they're gonna give it to Danny Dubois and probably have a rematch with Alexander Usyk. Could you imagine if they do rehash season with Anthony Joshua versus Tyson Fury and the co-main event? You got Alexander Usyk versus Danny Dubois. Can you imagine if he does that in the UK though? Oh my gosh. See, that's what I mean Turkey Alalshikh should be doing. Get Tyson Fury versus AJ. And in the co-main event, get Danny Dubois versus Alexander Usyk. Now that's UK box. That's you got to give everything. You got to give all respect to Turkey. See, when it comes to this Bud Crawford, I don't know why he's pushing this. Just get the money. Get David Benavidez and Canelo Alvarez. See, all right. The same way that Turkey feels about Joseph. Look, folks, the same way that Turkey feels about Jake Paul and versus Canelo Alvarez. When he says that Canelo Alvarez can have that fight anytime. I feel you could have Canelo Alvarez versus Terence Crawford next year, anytime. But let me tell you like this, and this is what I mean that I feel like he's contradicting himself. Bud Crawford is not the face of boxing. Canelo Alvarez is the face of boxing. Bud Crawford, you didn't sign, peep this. Bud Crawford didn't sign a 4 fight deal with Canelo Alvarez. with Bud Crawford, Canelo Alvarez. So if you fight signing a 4-fight deal with Canelo Alvarez, don't you want to keep Canelo Alvarez stock all the way up? Because let's say this. Let's say okay, Bud Crawford beats Canelo Alvarez, even though I don't believe it. But let's just say this: that he upsets and do the incredible and beats Canelo Alvarez. What is Canelo Alvarez versus David Benavidez? What is Canelo Alvarez versus David Benavidez? Canelo Alvarez losing to Bud Crawford, he will go from I think that Canelo Alvarez will look like the biggest fraud. Not him, just him as a person, as a fraud, but as a talent, will look as one of the biggest frauds in the history of boxing. Which I think. Yo, and good looking now. Que so color, hombre. What would y'all feel about Canelo Alvarez if he loses to Bud Crawford? No controversial, no victory. If he loses to Bud Crawford, because I'm not giving any credit to Canelo by being Bud Crawford. I don't. I just don't. We gotta keep it consistent. I've seen enough of both men. But if Bud Crawford beats Canelo Alvarez, it would look bad for Canelo. That would be bigger than Buster Douglas and Mike Tyson to me. That would be a bigger upset than Buster Douglas and Mike Tyson to me. I think there is no coming back. There is no coming back from Canelo. And I think because many, even Mexican legends, will want to see Canelo Alvarez versus David Benavidez, he will. What he will be like the cute, like you remember was it the World Series when the fan in the Cubs took the ball away from Moises Alou. Castro said he falls off Mexican Mount Rushmore for sure. Facts. Yo, this guy would have to hide. This guy would have death threats. I think it's gonna be that bad for Canelo Alvarez. I think that Canelo Alvarez would not. He would never go to Mexico. They would never look at him like that. I think that people would try. It would look like that guy from the fans from the Cubs when he was getting death threats. He said salute punch punch. You saw the Super Bowl. I only saw a little bit of it. I only saw really. I was into it until it was 0-27, and then I'm like, all right, this ain't even a Super Bowl game. I had no emotions with either team, so you know I don't look at. To be honest, I just don't look at the sport like that like anymore. I'm so much of a boxing fan, a fanatic that uh other sports doesn't quench my thirst anymore. You know what I'm saying? Like you would have told me like I used to be a massive football fan, massive NBA fan. That's my Knicks. But now I became so much of a you know what it is that my emotions are not in it anymore. It's fun when sports are emotion your emotions are in it. You know what I'm saying? Like I just can't go about my day. Like I'm a Knicks fan. I used to watch every Knicks game. I used to watch every Knicks game. 7 o'clock, 7:30. I'm watching the game. 2 hours of my life, 2 hours and a half, 3 hours of my life is dedicated to the Knicks. Like now I'll be like, I watch the first half, I tune out, and then watch if it's like a good game, then I watch the fourth quarter. Things like that. I watch the game after halftime. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not dedicated like that. My emotions are not in it anymore. A lot of people saying that was trash too. He said, I like your criticism, it's good for the sport. I mean, look, man, I think that look, every boxing content creator is gonna have their content, is gonna have their what they agreed or disagreed on and stuff like that. It's funny when people in the chat be like, "Yo, you heard what this person said?" Everybody doing their thing, man. Everybody got their opinion and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? But I know for sure, that every boxing content creator, let's be real, let's be honest, every boxing content creator, I'm talking about the people that got a host like myself, like others that you guys also support. Don't nobody know who William Skull is. We ain't even, let's be real, let's be honest. We don't know who the hell William Skull. We don't give a damn who William Skull is. And as soon as you look at the resume, that shit was trash. And as soon as you look at the last fight, his last fight in which he got the IBF, you be like, this is the guy? Come on now. Come on now. I'd rather have Canelo and Jake Paul. Let's be serious. I'd rather be entertained. I'm more entertained by Canelo and Jake Paul than Canelo versus William Skull. Let's be real. I don't know. I just don't know why other people will even try to debate that. You know it and I know it. Let's all be let's regardless if you hate Jake Paul, hate him in boxing. Hey yo, I think Jake Paul is good for boxing because I don't look at him what he does as a boxer. I'm looking at most valuable promotions. I'm looking at what the fighters he signed and these young fighters. Let's look at the promotional company. Let's look at his events that's catering to the up and coming fighters that don't have a platform anymore. Because, ladies and gentlemen, I told y'all this a while ago. ProBox TV was catering to the up and coming. ProBox TV is going into championship fights, meaning the fights that they're gonna do is gonna be dedicated to the championship fights, just like these promotional company and their networks, right? There's no more showbox, so there's no real more platforms to show up and coming fighters. Most valuable promotions have a show for up and coming fighters, and they do have shows every month. You know what I'm saying? Look what he did for Amanda Serrano and Katie Taylor. Look what he's doing for women boxing. Look what he did for Shadeja Green. Nobody was trying to sign a Shadeja Green as well. Shadeja Green is a champion. But see, everybody's not looking at what he's doing for the sport of boxing. You know what I'm saying? He's doing things that other people don't want to do anymore because they don't see there's some money in it. Let's not forget that it was Jake Paul that gave Regis Prograis. Remember that card in Triller where he cut his payment so everybody else could get their highest payday of their career? Y'all not looking at that side. Y'all think that he's a clown. He's not a clown. And I saw it and I saw it firsthand. This guy loves he wants to fix the sport of boxing in ways. The thing is that people don't like him because he's exposing it. Jake Paul versus Andy Ruiz. That would be good. Did you see Jake Paul with the picture? Or let me put it up. 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 Where's that picture at? Hold on. No, 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 no. Where's the picture? Where's the picture? Cancel. Where the picture at? Where the picture at? Yo, look at his resume, folks. Look at his resume. Look at his resume, folks. Come on, man. Y'all know y'all don't want to see that shit. Y'all know it. Hold on, let me get the picture. Look at Jake Paul. There you go. There you go. Look at the picture. Look who Jake Paul is with today. Jake Paul with David Benavidez. The two guys that Canelo Alvarez ducked. Canelo Alvarez ducking Jake Paul to fight William Skull, and Canelo Alvarez ducking David Benavidez to fight Terrence Bud Crawford. Now, folks, you tell me. Let's be real. Let's be honest. Put it in the chat. Let me see if you're going to keep it real with your boy Punch Drunk Boxing. Who you rather see? Jake Paul fight William Skull over, I'm sorry, Canelo Alvarez versus William Skull, or Canelo Alvarez versus Jake Paul? Or Canelo Alvarez versus Bud, or Canelo Alvarez versus David Benavidez? What are the two? What are the two out of the four fights that I just brought to the table? If you had to pick two out of the four, which are the fights? And don't say no, Canelo and Bud and Canelo and Benavidez. No, 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 no. From the choices that I gave you, Jake or Skull in May, or David Benavidez or Bud in Mexican Independence. I'd rather see for May. You rather see for May 3rd. You rather see Jake Paul versus Canelo Alvarez or Canelo Alvarez versus William Skull. On the Independence Week in September, you rather see Canelo Alvarez versus Bud Crawford or Canelo Alvarez versus David Benavidez. Canelo versus Benavidez eventually. All of the above. Why pick them when you can't do them all? Hey man, I mean, Diablo, you guys be boring. Like just answer how I asked it. Shit. Coño, man. Mira, Nelo stacking duck pies like bricks. Hey yo, yo, y'all know how much of a Canelo fan I am, bro. But I couldn't enable this anymore. You know what I'm saying? And that's why people just don't. Some people they lie. They always want to see channels be unbiased, but nah, man. Yo, guess I lost just by saying what I'm saying. I lost 50 subscribers in the last 2 days. Yo, these people love Canelo Alvarez. Oh my God, you can't say nothing about Canelo Alvarez. Canelo Alvarez no tiene cojones when it comes to David Benavidez. He got balls when it comes to everybody else, but he doesn't got balls when it comes to David Benavidez, and that's it. That's it. There's no way around it. Okay, yeah. Look, even Queso, Hardcore boxing fan, he'd rather see Paul versus School. Let's be real. Canelo Alvarez no tiene cojones. Canelo Alvarez cojones in the back pocket of Turki Alalshikh when it comes to David Benavidez. Come on, man. We can't be blind, bro. We can't be blind. We can't be blind. Come on. There's no more enabling. There's no more. Canelo Alvarez in a dead end. With me, when it comes to David Benavidez, Canelo Alvarez has hit a dead end. No, no, no. We gave him the benefit of the doubt. All right, Canelo Alvarez. David Benavidez hasn't fought other fighters. He only fought Anthony Durrell. We gave you that. I gave you that. I gave you that. I gave you that. But David Benavidez said, "You want me to fight fighters? All right, let me fight Kevin Plant, Denise Andre, Alexandra moving up, and now David Morrell. Come on, man. There's no more excuses. That's why Canelo Alvarez today can't even say, "Oh, these guys got to fight more fighters." See that narrative change. Canelo Alvarez can't say, "Oh, I don't want to fight Mexican fighters." Yes, you did. You fought Jaime Munguia. All right, like. And now you're talking about 200, 25. Then you're talking about 150, $200 million or 25 pounds. Hey, yo, Bud Crawford is 186 pounds today. You know what I'm saying? Like it's nothing that Canelo Alvarez could say to get the benefit of the doubt that he does not have the cojones to face David Benavidez. He doesn't. He doesn't. He doesn't, bro. I look at him like Imani Khalif. I look at him like Kim Kardashian stepdad when it comes to David Benavidez. And then I don't know, like I don't see like I don't know why he's afraid of David Benavidez when it comes to like skill set. Like somebody must have told Canelo. I think Canelo always have nightmares of David Benavidez. He had a dream. Canelo had a dream that David Benavidez whooped his ass and then effed his lady after. I think that's what it is. You know what it is? I think that you know what I think happened too. You know when you with your girl and you have a particular favorite team, and she always wants to go against or say, let's say if you a Yankee fan, she said, "I'm a Red Sox fan." Even with artists, hey yo, if you like Drake, she'd be like, "I think Kendrick Lamar is better." like like that, right? That irritates you, right? That doesn't irritate you like when You know your girl don't know too much, and then you be like, nah, I like Drake better. And then she like, I think I like Kendrick better. Or like, yo, nah, Kendrick is better than Drake. I like Drake. You be like, no, 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 me gusta Anthony Santos. I like Romeo Santos. I like Aventura. Let's say you was picking the Chiefs, and she'd be like, I like Philly. And you'd be like, bitch, you don't even know the Philly. I just like the color green. I like the logo. How about if you was going for Philly and she like, oh my God, I go for the Chiefs because I like Taylor Swift. Right? I think that, no disrespect, but I think that Mrs. Canelo likes David Benavidez. I think that one time Mrs. Canelo said, ay, yo creo que David Benavidez peleas muy bueno. A mí me gusta como él tira los ponches, los puños. A mí me gusta es como David Benavidez peleas y hablas inglés en español. Ay, no, Canelo, yo creo que ese tigre te gana. Yo creo que David Benavidez te rompes la boca. Sigue hablándome así, Canelo. Sigue, sigue, sigue. Por eso que tú le tienes miedo a David Benavidez. And that shit get Canelo Alvarez, man. One day in an argument. Ah, puesto que tú no le hablas así a David. Yo, that shit kills Canelo Alvarez. Miras, mujer, yo estoy harto de ti. ¿Por qué tú no cocinaste nada? ¿Por qué tú tienes todos los dineros? Yo no quiero cocinar. Ay, miras, mujer, ya, me voy de las casas. Estoy enfogonados. Ay, vete para la casa, ¿qué me importa? Ahora que David viene aquí. Por eso que tú le tienes miedo a David. I shut up. You only learn, you don't know better English than David, okay? Canelo, oh my God, you act like you the man. You just learned English the other day. And you only learned English the other day because I say that David Benavidez know how to speak English. And the Mexican people will relate more to him because it's English and Spanish. Y por eso que tú prendiste a hablar inglés. You don't know how to talk it very good. I don't like how the fuck you look in the interview. You don't sound good. You don't know how to sound smart. You sound stupid. Yeah, I swear. Yo, David Benavidez, I mean, Canelo Alvarez and his wife get into an argument. She always bring David up. He being together with the wifey and Canelo Alvarez in a dream, having nightmares. Despiértate, Canelo, pero ¿qué está pasando con usted? Tú estás soñando otra vez de David. De David, what round? What round did he knock you out in the dream? Mira, cállate. Pero ¿qué round? What round did he beat your fucking ass? I know you had another nightmare of David Benavidez fucking you up. Oh, shit. You. Business is another excuse not to fight the man. Every time he comes to fighting David, it's some excuse, but when it's everybody else, there's no problem, just scared. Facts. 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 David is boxing just to pay for his wife, Botox. Diablo, te so malo. But anyway, folks, man, I'm about to get a bite to eat. All right, folks, man, it was good chopping it up with y'all, man. It was a good weekend. Can't wait for February 22nd. Want to see Virgil Ortiz versus Madrimov. Man, I can't wait to see that fight. I got Virgil Ortiz beating Madrimov. And actually sending a statement to Bud Crawford before he fights Canelo Alvarez. And I want Virgil Ortiz to call him out and say, nah, you got to fight me first. Don't save yourself. I got Virgil Ortiz whooping Madrimov. I got Virgil Ortiz sending a statement to Madrimov, which is going to send a statement to Turki Alalshikh and Bud Crawford. Let me know who y'all got. We're going to go live, regular time, 7:30 p.m. Eastern time. Love y'all. God bless. And on to the next.